Good evening, guys. How's it going?
How you doing, everyone?
Hope you're all well. I have myself. Yep, there's a wedgie. Because there had to be a wedgie. As you guys have probably seen, some of you may not have done, there's been a bit of an SE update. Major physics overhaul. So who else should I summon up than the Master of Clang himself? And we shall, between the two of us, wreak whatever havoc we can on this new update to see whether or not some of the changes they've made are actually, the whole way there. There's some really interesting looking stuff, so we're going to try and take an objective view on this. And do that basically by breaking everything. Yeah.
I will say, whatever they've done, they've broken the arena a bit.
Is the arena not playing?
The flame grill's a bit ruined. I don't know what the flipper's going to do when we drive onto it. But yeah, we'll see. Give it a shot.
So let me know how the levels are, guys. We are in a familiar world here. Some of you guys might even recognise this one.
Some of you might have been here.
Some of the vehicles.
Yeah.
Some of you might have even been here for a bit of Engineer Wars. And we figured, why not? Why not kick off the stream with what everyone wants to see first? Wedgie, you want to join me on the flipper over there?
I think.
I'm not sure there's enough room for both of these, but we'll make it.
We'll try.
Work a bit. To the skies!
If it'll... Hey! Oh, you've lost some wheels.
I've lost wheels, my rotor thing's come
Oh,
apart.
I've lost my drills. I punched a big hole in the trench.
Wedgie is indeed a little loud. Don't you do anything, I'll correct that.
Okay.
I've got you cranked up, I seem to remember. That's a bit better. Let us know how that sounds now. I've adjusted things a little bit. Did we send it out the arena already?
Did
your one
Nibbler
go
went
or
out
did
the
it not
arena,
make it?
yeah. There's a...
No, almost. Almost. Nibbler's an illegal design as well. There's two connectors there, you're not allowed to do that.
Oh.
That was one of the things in the patch notes. So if we just bring up the patch notes for a second, look at this stuff, guys. New physics overhaul, deformation options for armor blocks, asynchronous grid. I mean, the length of stuff in these patch notes is pretty ridiculous. There's also quite an amusing Zoclu meme there. But anyway, we need to sort of work our way through this and see whether we can test things one at a time, basically. And one of the things that they have most definitely made clear is that technically these fixes aren't for multiplayer. These fixes are primarily geared at single player. There's a disclaimer in the blog article and so on. He's off. Did it survive?
No, this is a different one.
I meant the flipper.
Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised the flipper's still in one piece.
Yeah, somehow the flipper's alright. Let's give it a try again. Let's try its endurance capabilities.
Okay. You're not at all scary. Maybe it is broken because shouldn't it have activated?
It probably should have pinged by now. I'll try going over the Pistons.
What are these sparkly things in the air here? Can you see those?
I can't see anything sparkly.
There's sky sparkles. What on earth is this?
Hang on. Try and hit the pit button.
Little lazy sky sparkles. It's now called emergency breakaway, which basically means that if it deems the grid to be going through enough of a punishment, enough of a sudden change in speed or velocity that it will cause damage to it, it will intentionally split the grid up.
So,
in order to avoid total clang.
So what we're thinking is explosive bolts have been added, is what Keen is saying.
Almost, yeah. Alright, well, one thing that I know that we're not supposed to do, but I want to start off with, is... Actually, let's start off with putting in some of our old blueprints and see how they behave. I know you've got some crazy Robot Wars stuff that would be pretty awesome to try out for this. That miner is really, really silly. You see what I mean? That thing blatantly just disconnected itself there. That wasn't... You didn't... I don't think you broke it.
It popped off the rotor head. Like, the rotor is still attached to the rotor head.
The rotor head's still on this end.
Yeah. Oh no, it must have just smashed the connection point off when it hit the wall. Alright.
That is really, really weird. Okay, we need to sort of try and nail down on this. One thing I will paste in again quickly, because not very many people saw this design. It's missing a couple of mods, but this is my Taurus light assault vehicle, and I think she's quite cool. Even has one of those little remote control turrets that don't work.
Well, this is another crazy model. Let's see what happens when I paste kill a lot in. Oh god. Oh shit. Okay, are you alright?
I have no idea what's happening. What is going on here? Okay, so that is not 100%. So what I was... Whee! But apparently this isn't enough to actually break anything, right? Okay, sure. This is one of the things I'm suspecting is part of what's happened with this patch, is because they've basically gone for a slightly less realistic approach with the physics. By sort of protecting subgrids, you end up with situations like this where the subgrid is incapable of being damaged. I really want to try that out, because you remember we had that thing with the aeroplanes where if you safety lock them, you basically make them... Oh,
his arms and wheels and stuff, everything fell off.
Oh man! Can you put another one in? I want to see that.
Okay, hang on now. Oh, no.
I really want to see that. I've still got those sparkles over there as well.
Yeah, I've just spotted them now. Alright. Now some...
Yeah, you see what I mean? They're just weird sparkles hanging in the air.
Some of the mods for it aren't on, but enough of them are. Right, here we go. It's coming in now.
Oh my word, it just falls apart.
Yeah.
That's got to be what they're talking about that sort of safety thing for the grids. Yeah, all your connections just fall apart.
Well,
your rotors are fine.
I don't even think it's that, because it was doing that before this patch. I think this was just a dupe from a time when everything was completely fucked and it carried over. So,
Fair enough.
what I will say is, I think we basically just have to start from scratch with anything too complex when it comes to, you know, multiple grids now. Because I don't think our old designs will carry over so well. I mean, I've got another design that I could pop in right now that'll do something pretty ridiculous. I know you've seen what happens when I paste this thing in.
Oh yeah, get it in. This is amazing. So this comes down to the fact that we still have a bit of a problem with what they call phantom forces.
Alright, I'll stick it in the
Sounds
middle.
like some dodgy Star Wars episode, but
Okay.
phantom forces is basically where you have multiple pistons, multiple connectors or something connected onto a single object.
And this
what
is
it does
what
is basically
that.
this. Yeah. It's such a cool crane as well. It like literally Tonka
Oh,
toy,
shit.
like Meccano, Technic.
You know, it once worked as well.
Holy crap, that's not happy. That is really not happy. You seen the mess we've made of this arena? How long are we into the stream? 8 minutes.
Pretty much.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Okay, well, I wanted to flappening something. So you killed it.
Oh.
Yeah, you might have squished the flappening.
Does this world have the thingy mod on it, the rotor strength increase?
I don't know, actually. I can't remember. Possibly.
Right.
The flappening's got nowhere to put a seat on it. Come on, let me get a seat down somewhere. Game. Feels like the FPS is not the happiest it's ever been. Either.
No, it's not the best. Apparently for the trailers or something, they used some funky program that sort of recorded the movements and then rendered them out as video. So we might...
Yeah, you can tell it's not in-game when you actually look at the footage.
It's just too smooth.
It's higher. It's not. No, it's not that. It's higher quality than in-game. It's got effects applied to it that don't exist in-game. There's depth of field and bloom in there that we do not have.
Oh, fair enough.
Righty then. Everything here should be all fine. This is a weird angle to be using this from. Right. Chorus.
Let's give this a
Hey!
try.
Out she goes. Oh, it's the pit. Run away from the pit. What are you putting in now?
I'm bringing dead metal in. See
Bringing
what
dead metal
happens
in.
this
Okay.
time.
This is not going to go well. Oh, hang on. His head looks a bit
Wobbly.
spicy.
Hang on a bit.
Yeah, his head does not look very happy. Quick, now's my chance before Wedgehog. Yeah. Hey! Aha! Jump the claws. The head doesn't work, does it? Oh god, it's coming.
Very
Now
slowly.
it's broken.
I'll get you in a minute.
Just stay there for a second. Dead metal needs to warm up or something.
Yeah, something.
That's not moving, man.
Hang on a moment. Yeah, it's not happy, is it?
That's not very happy. Alright. we've done some bots. What else have I got in this list of clangy contraptions? I am inclined to bring out the Blacksmith now with the stupid rotor rear end on it and see whether or not, because that thing never flew properly in the air.
Well, speaking of the Blacksmith, I know it's the partisan I want to fight at some point. Because I do have something for space later on that, you know, in theory will break everything.
Oh, I know the one I'm talking about, yeah. So this is another illegal grid in that it's being connected in multiple places, and you're not supposed to do that. That's one of the laws we have now. Do not connect multiple times. But if where's the cockpit in this? Remember, it's up here. Ian.
So when it says do not connect multiple times, does that mean you're only allowed like one rotor per joint kind of thing, and you can't have them, you know, beefed up with pistons or something?
You know your thing where you beef it up with pistons and you try and make multiple objects work on the same joint?
Yeah,
that's kind of not allowed anymore.
Oh, that's naughty, is it? Okay.
Yes, that's bad boy Wedgie.
Oh wow, the saw blade thing came over properly all of a sudden.
I pressed the button. Wow. Okay then. That was surprisingly calm. I'm gonna have to try that again. But this time, drifting like a lunatic. With the thrusters on. Go! Whoa! Okay, I could get used to this. There are some elements of this I now start to quite like. Wow. This thing was never that well behaved.
Okay, I'll be honest, it was my bad that dead metal wasn't working. It seems they've changed how, what is it that works? The handbrake works. You know, it used to be just kind of like this really weedy little handbrake. Well,
yeah, now it's crazy
basically
strong.
It just locks the wheels like the old lock thing used to work, because you've completely removed rotor and piston locks now.
Yeah, indeed. What's weird about this is now I'm up to speed, it won't turn anymore. That engine won't turn. Much like we used to have with rotor and safety locks, where you had an override if you were travelling too fast. Now that engine is refusing to move. It's the rotor for it. There's a very clanging sound going on.
Oh, that's me.
Okay, good. We got this option now as well. Share inertia tensor, which basically, means that the grids are. What have you? Must find where.
I'm still in the arena. I kind of ran over the flapping and it chopped it in half, just driving over it. Like it just completely splintered.
Okay. Well, the Blacksmith sort of works. It doesn't completely work, but it sort of works. What about the... what do I call it? Yeah. No, it's not that one. Yes. Yes, here's the clang we were looking for. Screw the droids, we were after clang. It's that all along. You'll just lock.
Wait, where?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Are you posting in the unfolding base thing?
Yeah. It's already killing itself. Bit of it's fallen open of its own accord.
Well, I was gonna say it looks like some of the legs are missing or something. Like.
No, there was only ever 2 legs.
Why would they only have 2 legs?
Because you didn't need any more than 2. They were landing geared down, and the other side moves.
Hmm.
Here we go. How long before? Look, it just spawns in shaking and vibrating violently. Oh.
Yeah, they're not happy looking grids, are they?
Look at this. I've created like Space Engineer's first. What do you? There's like an earthquake simulator almost. This is what your building would look like if 6. What? Is it because you're not supposed to use the Richter scale, are you? That's kind of outdated.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the replacement is for it.
It's magnitude now, isn't it? You just say magnitude.
Yeah. I'm inside it. Let's find the button to open it. Where is it? There's a button right there. It is.
I used to have this funky.
Oh yeah, we're going to get the Tachikoma out, John Anonymous. Don't worry, we've already talked about that one.
That's actually something I want to do now. I want to build something like that, one of those tanks from Ghost in the Shell. Because if we can work out how to make things behave, then maybe something like that and walkers as a whole might become a bit more viable. Like there's one from the new films where the legs extend while it's on the highway. That's pretty cool. So.
What's sim speed like at the moment? It's not dropped as hard as I thought. 0.75, 0.82. I pressed the activation button, guys. It didn't do anything. It did not work. I'll press it again. No, this grid is not very happy. It's interesting that one over there seems kind of calm in comparison. This one has lost it. Right, let's try and remove one of the rotors. Nope.
Can't find what I'm looking for.
Nope.
I used to have this. So it was almost like Thunderbird 2 in how it worked, and it was like this really bastardized atmospheric transporter thing, which had like a pod that dropped out the bottom that you could load vehicles on. And I'm trying to find it somewhere in the blueprints list, but I've got the same problems as you, it seems.
Just want to do a Tachikoma race.
Sure, I can't say no to that. Oh,
you should say no to that.
Well, I should, but I can't. Where did you go? Oh, there you are.
I'm the same spot. I'm just pasting some in.
Oh,
ooh, they don't look very happy. Yes, they really don't look very happy. In through the back.
Wait, in through... Where's the...
Yeah, you just look up, land and look up at the rear, you'll see.
Oh, I see. That's pretty nifty, and I take it there's a remote control.
There is. There's even an interior. Oh, right, one thing I do have to mention. Really cool. Very much approve of this. Apparently you can now run set programming blocks to run themselves without a timer.
Oh, Jesus, this is horrific. Oh, God. Oh, God, I think I'm going to be sick.
Well, I'll win this race then. Bye.
Bastards.
Oh, and she's coming apart.
That's self-right.
Whee! Hang on.
Oh.
This thing's flying, but it doesn't have any downwards thrust. This does not have any downwards thrust on it, guys.
I'm closing on you.
Yes, it does.
I'm closing
yes, it does.
on you.
Ignore me. It does have downwards thrust. Oh, I'm crashing badly.
Oh, so am I now.
All right, now let's try that same thing again, but this time we need to tick that shared tensor box in the options.
Right. Oh, God. Shit. Fuck. Ah!
Has he got... He's over there somewhere. Launching himself into the... Yeah, you didn't make it. You made it a bit further than I did, but not by much.
We almost made it to the valley where the cars without wheels did the race. It probably isn't helping that there's all this shite over, you know, in what was the arena.
Yeah, we'll clear that up in a second. But yeah, in theory, what we need to do to sort any sort of subgrid issues like this out now is use that new option that is just going to basically lock everything. So this...
Well, doesn't it...
Equalizes virtual masses. Basically makes everything have the same physics properties. Be it a wheel or the main body or what. Do wheels have the same settings? They do. Interesting.
Where did you go?
Nowhere. Same place.
Where's same place?
Nearby where you crashed.
Oh.
Okay, so what this is, as I understand it, basically the deal with Havoc and the problems that Havoc causes when it comes to multiple grids like this is because Havoc does all of its calculations in order. It'll look at one grid, figure out what's happening to that, then it'll look at the next grid, figure out how that has passed down the line, and it will keep on doing this, and this is why you get the jiggling. And so their workaround is basically, and let's be clear, it is a bit of a workaround still, is to essentially lock all of the proportions and physics states of each part of those grids so that they're identical. So it doesn't have to Goodbye, Wedgie.
I'm not even in
Whoa.
that. That was me taking a copy of yours.
It's not even in it.
I think.
What do you mean? Do copies
I think
keep
it kept
inertia now?
it kept the inertia when I made the copy of yours, and it just went, zooming off into the sky.
Did anybody call for trees?
Hang on a minute.
I have some
Right,
trees.
I'm right by you. I'm gonna paste your copy in again. Let's see if it's still got the inertia. Nope. Space Engineers has crashed. We apologise for the inconvenience.
No, but they are all slowly rotating themselves. Oh, the Clang Beast.
Ooh. Oh, that ought to be good.
Oh, I'd forgotten about you, friend. So while the Tachikomas slowly rotate, let us bring aboard the Clang Beast. We haven't got onto Clangticles yet, no. First things first, we need this puppy. Okay, 7. No, that's the wrong one. That's R1. Okay, just pressing that button lags the entire game. Good. I also can't get a camera position where I can see. Oh, there we go. There we go. So, I can't remember how to start this. I guess we'll just press buttons. Start, left forward, right forward, yeah. Aha, unpark, there we go, 9. That's the one I was after.
Oh, I'm getting connection problem and low sim speed errors now. Well, there's a surprise.
Yeah, well, I did, you know what I pasted in?
Yeah, you pasted in a Clang Beast, didn't you?
Oh, and I missed the, Oh, that is just wonderful.
Oh, it feels like I'm moving through treacle right now.
Remember, guys, we have taken a less realistic option to enable you to play with your creativity, which does include breaking old creative toys and making them not work anymore.
I was gonna say, that might be...
Because the Clang Beast works on the same basis as your one does, aka it's lots and lots of interconnected pistons and rotors that make it work, and you can't do that anymore. Little sip of my coffee. Sim speed gone to all hell.
To be fair,
Let's try deleting some bits off.
I was gonna say then we're probably kind of not giving it a chance in hell given all the crap that's going on. I mean, I just flew past the arena.
I don't think it has a chance in hell, if I'm honest. Just look. Oh my word!
I don't even know where you are. So I'm feeling what you do and whatever it is.
Oh, that's beautiful. I have not seen such beautiful explosive violence in a while. It was just getting ready the whole time. Yeah, Maggie Yeti, it's just been spooling up. That's all we've been going for.
Oh, I think I can see her in the distance. That's kind of unnerving even from this.
Ooh. It's the way when it splits one of its legs off, that leg just goes nuclear. It's amazing.
Nuclear? Since when were you American?
Yeah. Shut up. We're keeping the salt out of this one, Wedgie. We're saving that for Tuesday.
Okay. Oh god, oh fuck. Oh, it's just...
Have you arrived?
I've arrived and it's...
Wait until one of the legs come off. It's just amazing. They do eventually come off, and when they do, the bit that comes off stays together. Look, watch that one.
Yeah.
Watch that one.
That is wonderful.
Isn't that not amazing?
I'm just looking at this and I'm thinking Clang Drive 2.0.
Yeah. No, we've got loads more testing to do, guys. We're sort of slowly working through. For us, me and Wedgie in particular, it's pistons and rotors are kind of the big area for us. We will go and look at ship collisions. We'll go and look at collisions with the ground. We'll go and see how things behave when we get up in space. We'll try stuff with block damage turned off. We'll go and mess around with some of the world settings as well a bit. Is that not just one?
It's mesmerizing.
Keen have brought us something positive with this patch, if nothing else. It perhaps not what we thought, but it's positive. Wow, she's gone. She's calm. She's going back to bed now.
Spent now.
Oh dear.
Oh god, the piston extends when you get close to it.
But yeah, it's got a sensor on it, so you can get in. But
so, just to confirm with this patch, you can't ever really do like an excavator arm powered by a piston on a separate grid now, because that just shits the bed, pretty much.
That was how I read it.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
that was how I read it. So if we
I guess this stream's basically a test of old designs. What we might need to do at some point is have a day where we build those kind of contraptions from scratch and see how they perform. Because, like I said, I think some of the dupes, because of the version that they were made in, just aren't compatible anymore. So
where is it? This specific bit where we're talking about multi-grids. Wow, this window not run very well. Okay, I was hoping to be able to actually scroll down to the bit I was talking about, where it specifically talks about how sort of how it works, and then it goes on to phantom forces and the idea that in fact they don't have a solution for phantom forces, so please just try and avoid doing it. But that's running too badly. Shall we? Because I feel like we should reload this map. I have a way of finishing things off neatly enough.
Okay.
Can't imagine what that could be. I give her a bit of distance. 5k should be about enough. Let's get me up here. Hey, rave lotus.
Oh, good grief.
They take my cockpit off. Guys, no, you didn't. Okay. Oh, missed it. Come back here.
Right, so I'm having a go at the Tachikoma again. And I don't know, it's striking the ground a bit. I think the design could work, I think the wheels need to be slightly repositioned, because whenever the suspension springs too much, the leg catches on the edge of the ground and rips it off, so... God.
Another thing we need to look at as well while we're doing this is the mod API changes have come in. They were in this patch, so keep an eye out for mods that are acting weird.
Plain parts.
The plain parts wheels are acting a bit odd at the moment, but I think that's a byproduct of what we were talking about earlier with the whole how they now do handbraking. Well, so far this is still doing its thing all right. Admittedly, it hasn't hit the ground yet.
It's... Well, I don't know what to say. It's just another bloody Lotus attack, as ever.
When is it not?
Okay.
I missed a little bit.
Well, a little bit, but it's still gonna tank everything if it's... Wow, that's the most underwhelming Lotus I've ever seen, I think. It didn't...
I think Voxel destruction might be turned off.
Oh.
If you look at what it was doing.
Yeah.
Although, what is... Hello there?
Yeah.
Where are you off to, friend? And what is powering you? They've introduced the creatures from Medieval Engineers. Look, it's trying to get away. Come back here, friend. I'll call you Gilligan. We can go on adventures. No! Don't leave me now.
It's just a giant pogo stick by the looks of things.
Can I get on it? I want to get on it. It's stuck. Bush. Missed. Come here. I want to get on you.
Oh. It's speeding up.
Hey. Oh, it's got force as well. She's got power. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on it. You gonna come join me?
I'm trying.
She's about to go. I can feel it. She's on the move.
I'm trying, but there we go. Oh no, I fell off. Never mind.
Can you poke it or something? I want it to move.
I'm giving it a poke. Yeah.
Now I've got on here. I want it to go somewhere. Whoa! Giving it a grind. That's
Well,
a bit terminal.
it did the job, I guess, because it started doing something for me.
No, it's just sort of slowly swaying on my end.
Right. Okay.
I mean, very impressive level of balance. I'm not entirely sure how physically this is possible, but side to side we sway in the wind. Well, as much as I do love my newfound toy, I do feel like it's probably a good idea to reload the map and turn voxel damage on.
That would probably be a smart idea. Yes.
Well, Gilligan, maybe another time. Oh, I'll save it. I'll save it. That's the answer. Gilligan's World. You can come back and visit him anytime we want.
I'm sure we will be back at some point.
Okay, so let's go and play a bit with the world settings. Where is it? We were using the last of the Engineer Wars maps, this one. So I suspect I have weapons turned off as well. Yeah, I do, so that's why the warheads weren't working. That's why it was the least interesting of all of them. So voxel destruction was on, but the warheads weren't working. Which is interesting, because you would have expected the impact of the Lotus alone to have damaged the ground. Okay, there's some new options in here. Where are they? Where are you hiding? Supposedly, aside from all of this annoying rubbish. Enable turret-friendly damage. Enables turret damage being applied to its own grid. What? You've got to be kidding me that they...
Wow.
So that's their workaround for stupid turrets, is just to make your own grid invulnerable to your own damage. That can be abused, surely. Right, guys, if you want to build ships where your turrets are basically inside your ship and they can just shoot out of tiny little holes that mean that they can't get shot back at, there's the option for you. It's right there. And then we've got enable subgrid damage. Enable damage between connected grids. So we haven't got this on at the moment. We are in the favourable situation. So, yeah. Just check the mod list as well. I might have that rotor strength increase on.
Rotor strength increase.
I do.
Ever since it broke, kind of messes with everything, so...
It's been working alright for EW. I've never turned it off on that map, but that doesn't mean that everything's all fine.
Ah, well. We'll find out in a minute, I'm sure.
So, guys are suggesting we try a fresh game, making sure that we use that shared inertia tensor on stuff, although we did use that on the Tachikoma, for example. And that sort of behaved a bit on the still didn't work side. It was spinning itself for some reason, and that's not connected by multiple grids. Why not remove all the mods? Well, they were all cosmetic ones that were left. McSniffle. And to be fair, the plain parts mod is one we actually want on, because they're really useful. Let's just double check and make sure that mod is... Last time I checked with this, was Chakram's the one I did recently.
We should make a list of things that do and don't work. Because one thing that interested me is that they've basically given subgrids an unlimited top speed. And I built that helicopter that relied on wings mounted on a rotor, but I found the limiting factor was when the wingtips got to, the 100 meters a second limit, the helicopter couldn't go any faster, so it might be able to move at better speeds now if the blades can surpass the top speed of the game.
Yeah, you've reminded me something. I don't think the blades will ever be able to surpass the top speed of the game because that's actually a physics limit based on the fact that Space Engineers ticks at a certain speed, and if you do anything faster than that, same reason we've got speed limit at all. That whole punch through paper scenario that they talk about is basically because of the physics, because the game only ticks at a certain rate. So if actions happen faster than that, the game can't keep track of them because they happen in between update ticks.
Right.
So I still suspect that we will have a bit of an issue with stuff on rotors not being able to exceed 60 RPM.
The rotors themselves won't exceed 60 RPM, but the stuff at the end of the rotor or whatever will be able to. I did some testing earlier with the thing that we're going to be playing with later, and I knew the tip speed of what was on the end of the rotor on that was 100 meters a second, and I was flying at the ship itself at 100 with that spinning, and it was still going without any issue. So I think you can. I think subgrids can go faster than 100 meters a second.
Yeah, there's a few people in chat sort of backing you up on that. So one of the things I've noticed with the plane parts mod, and in particular the suspension on the planes part mod, is it's not very strong anymore. This suspension used to be really good, but it does seem like now they've made it something about how this interaction between the ground happens. Look at that. Second I touch the ground, the whole thing collapses. And yes, I was going very quickly, but I was also going really flat. Like, that was level with the ground. I bet you I can drive along the ground at that speed.
So, Gashi, if you're watching this, can we have a patch, please? Because otherwise, it's the best mod ever.
I also can't... This ship doesn't have any brakes, apparently, so there is that.
Right.
Treat. No, that was alright. At 103 meters a second as well. So I think they've just ended up being a lot weaker than they used to be. Ooh,
wow,
there's some FPS problems.
I take it back, the helicopters are a bit knackered.
I was going to try the Tiltrotor, but I couldn't find it in my blueprints list. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some FPS things going on. I'm down to 30 now, and I suspect it's... Seriously, just looking in that direction drops a 1080 Ti to 30 FPS.
I think I know what's doing it.
Yeah, it is. Why? What's doing it? Performance issues, Shift F1. Who's causing performance problems?
Oh, that's me.
So it should say somewhere in here, Wedgehog causing too many individual objects interacting with each other. Wedgehog, what are you doing?
Come to the spawn and you'll see what I'm doing. I'm trying to get into the cockpit to try and deal with this, but I think... Oh, no, it's just kind of exploded.
I'm on my way.
Hang on, I'll paste it in again.
You deleted the arena?
Yeah, I deleted the arena. That'll probably help us, given it's a dangerous, illegal grid. Oh shit. Hello. Right, watch this. I'm going to put this in the ground and see what happens when I do. If I can find a bit of playground.
Sorry. What?
There we go. Wait, what? Now that one's behaving.
One of them's alright. No, actually it's not behaving. It's just jiggling a lot less quickly.
Right, okay.
Why did you decide you needed to make an Apache?
Why not?
I suppose. Oh, it was called the MG something, wasn't it?
Okay.
No, that's the... Oh. Sure, let's give that one a try. Why not? Boing! What?
Oh dear. Okay. Okay.
What?
I don't know,
So
but I'm pleased, I suppose. Now let's try and repair the blades and... take it for a little flight or something. Oh, oh. Goodbye, space engineers.
Bye, Wedgie.
Oh dear.
It's lost some wheels on one side, but it mostly came in intact. Bet it doesn't drive.
I should really be
It hasn't got any cockpits.
I was gonna say, I should really be sending these crash logs to Keen, shouldn't I?
They need them at the moment.
Yeah. Apparently there's more jitter on your end than on mine.
But I'm the host.
Which...
That's not how it works.
I know that's not how it works, but apparently it is now. Until I crash, anyway.
Okay. Of course. Alright, where's the... I need a cockpit. I want to drive this ridiculous thing. It's not going to work, but I want to try. There we go. Onwards. Okay, maybe not onwards. Maybe we just stay where we are. Actually, this spot looks good. Hey, hey. Oh, she's almost sorted the tracks out. They got a bit performance issues.
Oh god, you've spawned something with tracks in. Oh, you have as well.
Yeah, not even a small one.
Oh, shit.
Not even the little one. We got a big one. She's taking it all right, to be fair.
Right.
Kind of prefers to drive backwards than forwards for whatever reason, but... The quickest. Where's the wheels? Yeah, let's, wheels, friction, hey! Forwards!
This is
backwards.
terrifying right now.
Nope. Alright, I'm giving up with that one. That one's not moving. It's stuck. Yay!
Alright. Got it. Time to fly. No, it doesn't want to fly anymore.
Not bad.
Helicopters don't work now.
At all.
At all. That's
I wish I could remember what the Tiltrotor was called. Because it wasn't called Tiltrotor, apparently, which is kind of annoying. It's somewhere down here in amongst all this stuff, but I have quite a lot of stuff down there.
Mm.
The clang wall. Never actually ended up using that, did we? Come on, where are you hiding?
Let's try something even
That's
more
someone we can get
stupid.
out. Where are you? Yeah. This'll work, I'm sure. Never been any problems with this fella. Oh.
Look behind you.
Yeah. That's I was seeing.
Yeah.
Wow. Where did it go? And I suspect we've created another one of the things. This looks like it's got... Or is it just the wing? Actually, no, it's just because it's a wing. That's quite cool, though. You did a pretty damn good job of estimating wing physics without any real support for it, I've got to say. Ed didn't explode. I doubt he can move.
That's a plus.
But he didn't explode.
That's a plus. So helicopters are a concept. They're dead. I didn't even see where you pasted in. I see a pumpkin here. But... Oh shit. Now that's asking for trouble. Actually, no, it's not. Because
In theory...
in theory, that should be fine because you've got no double connected grids.
And if I go in here and turn on the share inertia tensor...
It looks like a
can
marionette.
Hey!
It looks like a drunk
I might have
Thunderbirds
broken him.
puppet.
I broke him. I thought the share inertia tensor thing was supposed to make subgrids flying around not affect your flight.
I thought.
Whereas this, I can tell you, is most definitely affecting my flight, but it is at the same time quite glorious.
Yeah.
Oh,
if you
he's
switch
got
it
his
off,
legs
it
up.
seems to be better, if you ask me. That's what I've found.
Ah, it's just the buzzard. Yeah, okay. Let's check that out. Let's see if the buzzard... I mean, it blatantly won't, but I think, as Wedgie was saying, a lot of this is going to be about going back and redoing older designs that no longer fit with how the physics has been updated. There's definitely some changes. Some of them seem to be positive, don't get me wrong, but there's definitely changes here that sort of... why can't I paste? Am I not allowed to... Buzzard? Yes. Paste. 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 No? Not allowed that one, apparently. What? What is the clanging noise going on in the background? Yeah, I can't even paste this thing in. Hey! You're still trying out the helicopters.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're all broken.
Yeah. Which is a shame, because they were kind of cool when they worked, but meh.
Oh no, it's not got any wings, because I did it with the old wings mod, not plain parts. I was going to put in, I've got one that's... Well then. I did have one where it had some rotors connected onto it, but apparently those aren't allowed to stay there. Now the preview of this isn't out of my point of view because I'm clicking. I'm Control V and clicking. There's no response. I can't even load that blueprint. It just doesn't exist. Almost. Okay, so how about wheeled vehicles? Let us go for a little drive. Wow, I pressed P and all the wheels did something weird where they all just like jumped all of a sudden off into a different direction. Ooh, this is slidey. We have some friction. Yeah. Righty then. Off we go.
Right.
Turn, please. Just any time you like. I would like to drive in the direction I'm facing. That away. Go. Go. Anytime now.
What's the sim speed at again?
Apparently 0.8. It doesn't feel.
No, it doesn't
Normally
feel
0.8
very
I consider
0.8.
to be okay, if you know what I mean. That's
Yeah.
enough to get away with. What just exploded?
Me?
You? Okay. As long as that's all it was. I feel like we should try and reenact a certain experiment that we did on one of the previous testings of these streams, where we attempted to land a winged vehicle on the back of a moving car.
Right, okay.
What did... Oh, come on.
Have you just crashed?
No. 2 of my wheels just came off.
Oh.
For no reason.
So, for the thing that I'm
Oh,
landing
there they go.
on,
He's coming down.
on your thing or whatever, do I need like a landing gear on the bottom of it?
No, we were going to do a... we could do it like that, but we were going to do a, like, controlled landing, basically. flame part mods and the lot.
Okay. Right, I'll try and... I think I can see you over there, so...
Oh no, you won't be able to land on this yet. We'll need to build something. Yeah, my wheels just come off on this craft now. As you're driving around, I mean, sometimes, some of those I can understand why they're coming off, but some of the time I just turn and it goes, you don't need that wheel anymore. Alright, well, that's certainly not behaving as well as I'd like, and certainly not as well as it used to. How about a large ship one?
If we've got any hope of pulling this off, we probably do want to give the world another clean-up.
Okay, he's not finding it too bad so far.
I don't know. Its self-righting arms looked a bit angry then.
Did they? They didn't move on my screen. They're not self-righting arms, they're braking arms to get around the fact that at the point at which I built this, handbrakes didn't work.
Right.
So the only way to stop it from rolling down hills was to build a set of things that actually grabbed it onto the ground. Oop, I just... Connected as disabled was not what I meant to do. Oh, he's going to try and land on this?
No.
Okay.
It just feels like everything's... like it's going through treacle at the moment, because we have ruined this world again very quickly.
Am I handbraked here, or could it just not move anymore?
Is part of it sort of connected to the voxel? Hold on. Everything's locked up. Wow! Oh god!
Yeah, everything. I have no control over this vehicle anymore.
It's spectacularly exploding.
Bing.
Oh shit! No, you're back. I don't know. I can't tell what's going on.
That was pressing P, apparently.
Right.
That's what pressing P does these days. It goes bing. Where is strength? Up off the ground you come. It'll move if I turn the thrusters that are on the bottom of it on. But it doesn't seem to be very keen to do so under its own power. It's also... for a second it was hovering there, but no, we're alright. Wedgehog incoming. Nice. Not bad. What I take from this is that we've got quite a lot better at building vehicles and piloting them since last time.
I was going to say that.
Unless I go quite a lot faster, this is no longer really that much of a challenge.
I think you might have clipped one of my reactors. Yeah, you've taken out part of the bottom of me and there's like green smoke coming out now.
That looks cool. It's a feature. Yeah, this thing's actually driving alright. I'm going to have to go and break it now, but...
I'll help you with that.
Ah! That's not going to be enough. Now I've got a wedgie inside me. I take that back. That'll probably be fine. It'll buff out. Onwards. Let's toggle the engines, go for some jumps. Try connected grids.
Well, at least the captain goes down with the ship.
Behavior. I'm just holding forwards at the moment. Oh! Thanks, Wedgie. I was just testing something.
The way he's breaking up.
That's what I'm saying. I was just testing the fact that it seems to have its own inertia at the moment. Look at it.
Well,
not only spinning inertia, but actual movement inertia as well. It's not slowing down, as far as I can tell. Oh well, let's follow it.
I'm going to try and stand on it, see if we can get any sense of if it is slowing down.
I think it is, yeah. It is now.
Oh yeah, it's got the thrusters on the underside, so they're acting as brakes.
Ah, right, yeah. Now it's got that way round.
The wheels are still spinning, though. At least some of them are.
This seems to have come back down to normal. Hey! Okay, so what else can we try?
We could try...
Carrier craft, perhaps?
What, smashing them into the ground?
No, actually, yeah, let's do some collision stuff. Let's do some,
Okay.
Let's do some testing of different grids, like what happens when you hit the ground with something heavy, and then what happens with different grids colliding with each other as well.
Alright, I've got something heavy coming in now.
Cool, needs to be able to fly in atmosphere, of course. I've got an idea of what I can bring in. Where are you?
Oh, I wasn't going to make it fly, I was just going to drop it. It can't fly.
Oh, fair play, that's boring.
Oh.
Where's the party sand? There it is. There it is. Yes. Beautiful as ever. In you come, friend. Every time I get this out, it surprises me by how bad it is. Ooh, the Mass Effect Andromeda vehicle would be a really interesting one. Good call. Alright, I'll actually go into it properly.
Oh, this is it.
The Apollo would be another nice one to try, yeah. Try building the Death Star. No, I'm not sure that's a good
I think
test.
that might be a bit big for Havoc, you know?
Not even might be a bit big for Havoc, but how long do you expect this stream to go on for?
Well, I think the Death Star's technically bigger than a planet. Oh. Oh.
I like how I've spawned in and part of this ship is on fire for reasons that I can't tell why. Where on earth did you drop yourself?
That was an attempt at something. Let's not talk much more about that.
Did I just bounce off the ground? I did. I just bounced. Shit just bounced. In a ship weighing, what is that? That 3.6 million kilograms, I think it is.
Why is there a random caterpillar track here?
Oh, because that's left over from earlier. Performance issues, would anyone have imagined?
That party sand's just making me feel a bit sick, if I'm honest, looking at it.
Yeah, but in multiple ways. Not only is it vomit-inducing just to look at. Wow, so the worst thing you can do with the Partisan is crash into a Partisan that's actually attached to the ground. Because a little bit of that one will tear your big one into two.
Okay.
Yeah, I won't leave that there now. It's quite ugly. That did not run badly, given what I was doing.
It probably
And
will
given
now,
the
though.
mess we've got. Oh, right, this is bits of it. Look at the state of it. Okay, what are you up to? Where are you?
Oh, you'll see in a moment. It's taking its time, it's thinking about it, but you'll see.
Okay, Wedgie.
Unless Space
whale
Engineers
flies.
has decided it can't be bothered with my bullshit today.
No, I'm getting performance issues.
Oh, no, it is doing
Yep,
it.
Here she comes.
Where is it? There it is.
She's coming.
I want to see what happens to that. Is it going to make a crater? Is it going to bounce? Or will the planet eat it? Place your bets. Oh, it's landed on a tree.
Oh, God, no. Anything but a tree. God knows what'll happen if it hits a tree.
It pretty much hit a tree right in the middle.
It hit a tree right in the middle and then just proceeded to stop.
It's these keen trees, man. They're made out of like adamantium or some shit like that.
It's alright. I see you and raise you a whale. Is it poking through the ground? Oh no, the game is at 0.8 sim speed. Sorry, 0.08 sim speed. We have, no, now the performance thing has completely disappeared. We have no performance.
Space Engineers has stopped working. A problem.
Not a performance. I'm literally, the shift F element details have disappeared. I didn't do that.
It was a joint effort, that was.
Hell of a tree. Damn right, Nanolis. They're saying that was much more impressive. I feel like it might be time for me to perhaps do this and then relaunch Space Engineers.
Right now,
I don't even know what this is, but sure, why not?
We appreciate your patience and hope you'll stick around. We hope to have these issues resolved soon. Please stand by.
It's gonna be a fine day today, I can see. It's gonna be a fine day today, I can see.
Never was there a better day to have that video. What is it? Is it using any resources? It's using almost 10 gigs of RAM. What? Sorry, what?
So, memory leak all of a sudden.
I mean, I understand it's doing quite a lot at the moment, but what is actually happening here? Let's have a look. Yeah, it's using 10 gigs of RAM, and that number is going up fairly consistently at the moment. Not quickly, but most definitely up. Also using 40% CPU, apparently. About that.
Yeah, that isn't
It
healthy.
doesn't seem to be doing too much on those lines. Let's, where are you? Info 64, run. It's not even that I need to run, is it? — 10 gigs of RAM is a lot of RAM to be using. It is doing a pretty good job at hammering my CPU as well. It's also not coming back alive. I have Alt F4'd it. It's not very up for that either.
Is this going to have to be a Control-Alt-Delete jobby, do you think?
I'm going to Control-Delete it now, taking bets this crash was caused by the plain parts mod. It's down. Where's the little pop-up? Where's the little pop-up that says everything's gone wrong? You don't want my bug report. Oh, okay. That's fine.
Yeah, you're a filthy modded bastard, so no, we're not listening to you.
Don't
It's clearly their fault. I mean, when have we ever done anything wrong with our coding at Keen?
Normally they're quite happy to ask you for a bug report, but not today.
Yeah, I suppose. Oh well.
Okay, so what should we try this time? Should we load up a different map, perhaps? Something else we've been working on.
Do we want to do some stuff in space?
We do, yeah. Does anyone else feel like it'd be really, really nice if you could, say, organize and search and filter this save game list, just like they added for the blueprints? That would be handy, especially if you're me and never, ever delete a save, ever. Where's the Tiltrotor? Tilt recording, here we go. I have to try this to see what it does. That's a fair point. We have not yet done Clancticles. Yes, we'll do a fresh map, but the Tiltrotor is such a crazy design. We have to quickly look at what it does when I look that one up. Playing bots is a safe bet every time. If this map actually loads, mind. Control-Shift-Escape is an easier key combo to press to get Task Manager up. And it's one macro straight to it rather than having to go through what's essentially the lock screen. Yep. Fair point. What about the old city map? That's just a hard one to run. There's no physics to it. It's just, there's a lot of objects. Yeah, it is probably dead, Jim. Oh, yes, look at her. She can fly without even needing to spin her rotors.
Is this the Tiltrotor now? Yeah.
Yeah. Not only that, but on top of that, she's incapable of breaking herself by the looks of things. And judging by the building she's next to, I suspect block damage is on. What with that building being on fire and all beaten up. Yeah, block damage is on. A bit did just come off. Just not when it comes to... Whoa! We will never see that part again. Talk about exceeding speed limits. There she goes. I see what it is. It's like a daddy longlegs now, you know, or a water boatman. She's designed to be upside down on a lake, and she kind of skims along the surface. Beautiful.
Ah.
A design that evolved itself. Very clever. Very clever.
Aye. It's one hell of a time to be alive when blueprints are becoming self-aware and changing how they perform.
Wow, yeah, hang on a second. Is this... Have good AI and space engineers somehow either got mixed up or been intentionally combined? That would be terrifying.
It is quite disconcerting if that's the case.
But I think we can safely say that this isn't working. It's running really well, but it's not working. Okay, let's start as a nice fresh world. Let's not put any mods on it. Let's go to space and experiment a few things up there, perhaps. Star system or...
Do something in space, maybe with a planet, you know, nearby. Because I want to test something on a moon and see if this works, and then do some other stuff just in free space or whatever.
Yeah, we should definitely try as well building some fresh stuff too.
Yeah.
And see how that stuff performs, because you obviously we want to sort of see how fair we're being as well in reality. A lot of this is old stuff. Again, I've got to remind you guys that the whole time we have had subgrid damage disabled. I'd be very interested to see what would happen if we ever turned that on. We're going to have to do that to end with, actually, Wedge, because that technically is a question of, like, if that doesn't work when you turn it on, and it causes further problems, then that prevents that style of building completely. And part of me wonders whether turning that thing on is just basically turning off some of the new updates, basically. You know what I mean? Subgrid damage is indeed now an option, and it's an option that defaults to off. So by default, subgrids will not damage each other. They will only damage when they come in contact with other things. What can we put up? Yeah.
Can you put a welcome center up?
Oh, let's put a welcome center down so that Wedgie can actually come and join us. Just searching for well, not bring up the welcome center. Because my blueprints haven't loaded. Come on, space engineers. Along you come. Load them from the workshop. Yay, there we go. What just happened?
I don't know.
That was weird. When I pasted it in, it span reasonably fast for a little bit, and then the second you spawned, it stopped.
Maybe I just tamed it.
Could be, could be.
Right, are there any asteroids nearby?
No, but I can always spawn one.
Alright. I'm gonna give this thing a try. See how it... Oh, apparently I can't place this thing because it would exceed regulations.
Did I forgot to turn off block limits?
I think you forgot to turn off block limits.
Players block limit, naught. Save. That probably won't be enough, but try again. What on earth is it? How big is it?
Quite big. You'll see when it eventually... Well, I can't put it in now, but... Yeah. Still exceeding regulations. I think this is the kind of thing that you have to sort of drop out, change before you load the world up, and then reload, unfortunately.
I bet you the whale can't be pasted in either.
It's because this one has a few subgrids,
yeah.
So that's probably why it's not coming in.
The whale's alright. Right, should we before I reload again to sort that out then, should we just try see what intergrid collisions do?
Yeah, why not?
Have you got some ridiculously large thing you can paste in
Yeah.
that can fly?
Yeah.
Cool. Me too. Performance issues.
I wonder why. As we, you know, try and roll out the longest thing we've got in our workshops. Right.
I think I might be able to, if it's not big enough, I will swallow you, is the only thing.
Oh, it's big enough, mate.
Okay. Okay.
Give her a minute.
What other, like, space-based weirdness have I made? It's been a while since I've made any space stuff, but there's gotta be some cool things. Does this... Am I moving, or is this ship just... It might not have thrusters in that direction, thinking about it. You say it's big. I think I might eat you.
Good luck. I'm definitely longer.
Yeah, but I think you fit into... No, you're not. Ah. No way. Ah, yes, Jack Merritt. Good point. My deployable satellite that we made early on. Yes. Yes. Of course, we've got to do some more Lotus testing. That's a very important part of any patch. Right, that's 2k. I think I've probably enough distance for me to get up to speed.
I'm accelerating.
Oh, you're coming in my direction already?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm still braking from having reversed away from you, so...
Well,
Give me a moment.
this thing has awful acceleration, so, you know, it's only fair.
Performance issues. I've actually got remarkably good acceleration for...
Well, this was built before we had hydrogen thrusters. That's how old it is now, so...
Incoming. Go up a bit, yeah. Let's try and not miss.
It would be embarrassing if we missed.
Yum. Oh, the game is not happy. Eat it. Nom 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 nom. We've bounced off, haven't we?
Not completely.
It's basically done. Yeah, you're a bit stuck in my mouth.
Yeah. Okay then, never mind.
How fast were we going?
I was doing about 30 meters a second. That's how
All
bad.
right, let's do that again.
Okay.
Let's do that again. Yes, updates to what we've learned so far. Voxel damage is odd. Connecting multiple grids together with multiple pistons and rotors is a really hideously bad idea. Most of the old designs you have that utilize pistons and rotors won't necessarily work properly anymore. But in some areas, there does seem to be some progress as far as, like, some of the stuff you put in, as long as it's built within certain constraints, does most definitely work better than it used to. But there's a lot of slight weirdness going on, to be honest. I can hear clang happening inside my ship as bits of your ship still trying to like pull their way out the front again.
Right. I'm going to start accelerating now, because if I don't, I'll never get
Okay.
up to a decent speed.
No worries. I'll come in your direction in a second. So far, that was pretty weak. Wow, that's a lot of clanging noises. Where the hell is the clang all coming from? Is somehow some of the blocks warped through? Why do I suspect that that's probably what's happened? Like there's some blocks that have warped through other blocks and ended up like deep inside here. Yeah, look. Sorry, where did these come from? How exactly did he damage this bit of the ship here that is deep in the bowels without damaging any of the blocks anywhere near it? These are all fine. Yes, we still have phantom grids phasing through each other when they collide.
Well, the mass is kind of ridiculous that we were colliding at then.
True, but I don't think we were colliding that fast either.
No, but this thing's like 450 million kilograms, so...
You sure?
Something stupid like that, I don't know. Or it might be 45
Right.
million.
I
I'm not
can't
counting.
reach 100 meters a second. It won't let me.
Okay, that did something.
That was most certainly a proper impact, if nothing else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got stuff blowing up inside the ship, like, nowhere near how far you've got yet.
I think that's because the entire top of this is built out of blast doors, so it's kind of negating a lot of the impact.
Now, there's stuff blowing up, like, way in deep inside my ship, is what I mean.
Oh.
Like, nowhere near where you've actually hit it. Yeah, look, there's big holes, like,
that's-
right down the back here. Look at all this stuff. He's hit all of this, but then bounced off the front. All right, let's retreat to some less stupid examples and see if the same issue persists.
Okay.
The biggest lockup so far was deleting it, ironically. I'll do a quick cleanup.
Okay.
There's stuff floating everywhere. With less blocks than 200. Further from me than 1. Go. Hey.
Right.
Should have left the welcome center, but pretty much got rid of everything else. Oh god, not that. Oh, you've updated it. Very pretty. I haven't seen the new version.
The new version's scary.
I wonder if I can... Oh, I'm never going to be able to remember what that's called, am I? The best way to go about this would actually be to go creation date and then go down to the bottom of the list and go up from there. Because I did build something equivalent to that at one point, or sort of similar idea. I didn't try the... That does not look very happy. Apparently the oldest blueprints I have now are actually newer than you would expect. I don't know, at some point I've lost... at some point I've clearly lost a whole bunch of my blueprints, because if you sort these by creation date, they... Oh no, it's taking creation date from the file date, isn't it? So if you've ever copied your Space Engineers blueprints from one folder to another, you've basically screwed yourself there then and there. In which case, I guess would have to go with something like that. And if I put myself just about here, see if Wedgie can react in time.
I don't even see what it is. Is it 3 kilometers away, that thing?
Yeah, sounds about right.
Okay.
Oh. What?
What do you mean, oh what?
They're not doing any damage. What? They're exploding on me and not actually doing anything to me. Get here, Wedgie.
Good luck.
Yeah, but you have to find a way of hitting me.
I know I have to find a way of hitting you, but you have to find a way of hitting me as well.
One thing we can say, the sim speed is taking the fact that I've been spitting these things out for a while really well. Okay, he says. Oh! Clipped ya. Oh!
Oh yeah, you are kind of spamming the area with your shite.
It's good. It's the subgrid thing. If they blow up when attached to me, they don't do any damage. Right, time to chase them down. Time to go on the offensive. He's got the mobility. But I can't hurt myself with my own warheads, so... What's the reason? God knows how many of these things I've flung out now.
Okay, the sim speed is starting to hurt a bit now.
Alright, I've stopped it. It's off. You're coming at me with the thing now. Oh, impressive dodging, though. You barely got hit by any of that. That thing is remarkably maneuverable for its size. It is kind of on fire.
It is kind of on fire, yeah. But I am kind of cheating to make this thing fly, you know.
When you say cheating to make it fly, oh, you're using grab drive, aren't you?
Yeah. Did that just split the entire front end off in one hit?
Yeah, because it's only held on by one rotor, don't forget.
True.
So that might even have just detached it. But yeah, there's only a single rotor point holding that thing together.
Oh god, I've broken my front end off now as well.
So it looks impressive, but oh, there it goes.
Oh well, at least I can do this.
Can you though? Or is it just going to float its way? Look at how it did damage to the inside of the ship. Look behind you inside your ship, Wedge, and find all the various places in which that went through blocks.
Hang on, let's pull away.
Stop a sec. Yeah. Actually going to have a look at the damages though, because I'm pretty certain that grids are phasing through each other still on impacts. So spectator camera, easier for this, I think. Was there any damage actually behind that point? Oh god, that gyro chamber of yours looks dangerous. Oh, actually, okay, in this case it doesn't look like there was. Admittedly, there's enough damage that it's kind of hard to properly tell. Rip the front end up a bit, but this time it looks like the collision was a bit more sensible.
I think it's because the size of the vessels were a bit more sensible.
Oh, Wedgie, we need to try something. Chat's just had a good idea. Don't move that thing.
Okay. What are you going to blow up now?
Nothing. Well, you, but
Me?
not
Okay.
by firing anything at you. Basically, I've got warheads on this thing, on a rotor, right?
Right.
That makes them on a subgrid.
Okay.
Does that mean I can just ram you with this, and it won't damage me?
Well, let's find out.
That's very hard to tell.
You took minimal damage from that, you know.
Oh yeah, the actual main body of me
Yeah.
took minimal. I think that was impact damage, but yeah, I did not do a particularly good test there. What are they? The damage effects have just been cranked. Someone went and found that damage effect slider, like how much fire does it produce, and just cranked it all the way to the top. Yes, Daniel Smith, the Pat is indeed live. We're live testing this just to see what on earth is going down, to be honest. And so far it's been interesting-ish. Look at the amount of fire coming out of you.
It's glorious, isn't it?
There's not going to be much question if people have damaged each other. Oh, that's an interesting... Alright, stay where you are. Don't move. I'm intrigued by this whole subgrid no damage thing. I think we should try experimenting a bit with what we can do with that. But yeah, don't move, don't spin, don't do anything. So the suggestion now is, hey, forget ramming. What if I just detonate them when they're still attached, but on that rotor? So I've got to have warheads as a group. Okay. They are armed.
Oh, that definitely did damage to you, but I think because the warheads were shielded slightly...
I was actually trying to turn the rotor on. The rotor was turned off. I trying to turn the rotor on and press the wrong button. So
There's a question.
Not counting that as a full test yet.
How well does this thing fly despite being repeatedly blown up?
Well, in theory, it'll always fly well until you get the gravity drive in the middle, right?
Suppose.
Or take out enough mass blocks that you start losing control over certain directions. Actually spin the rotor.
Right, let's line up.
Start. Ooh, sim not happy. I did start that countdown, right? Oh, there we go. Okay, so I guess it's got to be speed-based? Because they were definitely not blowing me up when they were ejecting out the front. It's hard to even describe it. It was the point at which I released them. Was the point at which they were sometimes blowing up and then not damaging me when they did so. Goodbye.
Are you blowing the new one up again?
No, I'm getting rid of trash.
Oh, okay.
These not getting removed, I wonder.
This thing, by the way, has one of those illegal connections. The double rotor.
The illegal connections.
Yeah.
Ooh, dirty behaviour.
However, it doesn't seem to be causing any issues, and the blade gets up to speed really fast with both of them.
Well then.
As it starts making some
really, really strange side-to-side wobbly.
Yeah. And some, freaky, crunchy noises as well.
Don't kill it yet.
Okay.
Let me open it first. It's pasted in, that's a start. Start. Don't forget it opens up really quite wide. You're in the way there, probably. Well then, that's not too bad. I also can't help but notice, weirdly...
Is that one rotor still broken, or is it working
No,
now?
it's not. It's fixed itself. There was one rotor on this design, one of these extended wing bits here, that wasn't working for some reason. For ages, it just didn't work, even though it was in the timer. And I could never figure out why. And apparently it's just fixed itself. But that didn't have any issues whatsoever. This is certainly what I meant. It seems like as long as you're within certain rules, stuff does seem to work better now. But if you go outside those rules, then clang is as prevalent as he ever was. The repair build system, it could be Joshua, yeah, our own welders were helping somehow. I do like the movement on that satellite. Fair enough. So while the old deployable little base thing from back then doesn't work anymore, this one certainly does. Let me open it and you can cut it in half.
Okay.
Go on in. Might as well do it while it's opening for more fun. Whoa! I think you might want to go at them a bit slower as well. I know you can repair your axe, but you are quite fast, and it does at the moment look quite a lot like your ship is less happy than it was.
It is a bit
What
less
is it
happy.
doing?
Hang on a minute, let's turn it off and on again.
Much better. Everything's fine now. None of these designs, Malenko, predate auto-lock as a feature. especially this one and the base I was using earlier and so on, and the Clang Beast, that sort of stuff. It all predates auto-lock. It predates Keen's first attempt to fix all this stuff. Right, what was I going to do the next one? I'd be interested to see if the Curiosity still works. But... what was my most recent stupid multi-grid shit? Ooh, not those. Any thoughts, guys? Any?
I've got something daft. One sec. Let's pop this in. Yay!
There it is. Wonderful. Oh, hang on.
You want another
hang
one?
On, the Elysium's.
You want another
Hang on,
one?
the Elysium's got some great ones of those. Please tell me that that does it as well. Oh no, that's the version I removed them on. Let's get the original. Ah, you see, that doesn't care.
What? Oh shit.
I feel like I have to get, just to make me feel better, I need to get the strand beast back out again. Cannot place, ship would exceed regulations.
Yeah, this is what I was having earlier. We need to do a restart, and you need to go into the settings and change the...
Yeah, but this would exceed regulations. It's tiny.
When it says regulations, it's about subgrids.
Yeah, it might have a few of those.
Yeah.
Just one or two. Okay, it looks like we need to reload, therefore. Have we got a planet in this one, yeah?
Yeah,
we do, because I also want to go down. It's about time we went and revisited the Clangticles. Maybe build ourselves an assault course. Oh, and someone was suggesting a space tether. Space tether, and then we try cutting it in half and see what happens to that.
Space tether?
Ooh. The totally civilian ship. There she is. She's a totally civilian vessel. And she doesn't seem too bothered. No, the bridge was down the bottom. Oh no, the bridge was at the back.
Well, it appears that all the big parts on this only use the single rotor, so that's why it's happy enough.
Yeah, that was nice and smooth. And then... yeah, that's nice and smooth as well. Can't complain about that. After a short delay, it turns the turrets on so you don't shoot yourself. It's funny how some of the older designs still work perfectly. Although, to be fair, this is very simple.
Hold on a minute.
The boogie
Hold
we
on
will
a
try
minute.
on a planet.
I've got some...
Tacticals will try. Okay.
I've got
what you got?
something daft, if it'll come in. It'll probably exceed regulations, but let's give it a try. Oh no, it's not. Oh, it doesn't like that.
It's alright on my end.
Projectors...
Blueprint's way off. The projector's
Yeah.
way off, yeah, but turn it on. Activate. It must
let
happen.
me get inside, let me see. Because it did this funky... You could do this funky thing where if you got the rings set up properly, the whole thing could open up. Because like the two hemispheres are all rotor mounted, piston mounted, sorry.
Yep.
Hang on a minute. I'm going to do the rings first and then I'll...
And then open her.
Yeah.
Yep. Activate rings.
Hang on. I can't remember how you open the rings. Shit.
The crowd is waiting, Wedgie. Activate wings, goddammit. Wings? Rims. Not wings. I think entirely.
Off we go. I think.
Not looking that much like off we go, but...
Is nothing spinning?
Yes, nothing's doing anything whatsoever, no.
Okay, well, let's just pop the entire thing open. I mean, it's going to be horrific, but... Sod it.
But I was offered rings.
Well, you're not getting one now.
Now, there's a good live test of how pistons are now modified to work with physics collisions. So the second that the server, and it's doing this like every sort of frame update, detects that the piston's pushing against something, it will stop that piston from moving. However, I think the whole ship is.
Yeah, it's squeezing into the rings now, so that's...
Yes, phantom forces.
Okay, let's retract. You might be getting some ring movement in a moment, though.
Oh, yes, we are. No, yeah, we're good. For a second there, my Shift F11 menu came back to me, which was a bit weird. Yeah, let's get that back up again. It's adding and removing stuff to the Shift F11 menu for me on the fly. What is going on?
I mean, if it's stable for you, that's impressive, because this thing was built way back when stations were, you know, locked even if they weren't connected to a voxel. And it's got no gyros or any thrusters to try and keep it stable, so...
Oh, this is not going to be able to fire, is it? They're all... Oh, not only are they all completely misaligned, but they're also all atmospheric. So, need to make a space-varying version of that. Okay,
Hang on.
In which case, let's just...
I want to hit it with this, with the big spinny thing again, because I reckon that should be interesting.
Sure. Sounds good.
Yeah, the with the projector ring on that, it used to be aligned, and the idea was it'd spin round. There'd be welders on the outer ring, and the projections would make it spit out warheads and decoys, so nothing could get close to it.
That's pretty cool. Actually, I've got some old things that you spit out a load of that, but I don't think they'll be that clangy with this update. This update doesn't seem to have that sort of problem. It seems to be other stuff. Cockpit.
This will probably struggle to get through it because the entire station was heavy armor. Maybe not, though.
We did test the deployable solar satellite. That thing is absolutely fine. Again, that thing seems to obey the rules. And if you obey the rules, you're all good. The rules being don't attach multiple grids together. How far did it go? Oh, wow. Now that is what I call an impact crater. Look at the state of that. She went quite a few decks in.
It looks like the
And then-
top hemisphere is being detached from the rest of it as well.
Yeah, the top hemisphere is
You've
leaving
probably
now.
got both of them, to be fair.
Ah. Yeah, it's a projection. It's not artifacting issues. Cool, let's reload this and turn the block limits off so we can go back to playing with some of the other contraptions we've got.
Okay.
So we're not going to be able to do clangticles otherwise either. Oh. It's taking some of this stuff fine, but it does seem to still have the warping problem. So in some areas this seems to be better. What? I mean, that looks amazing.
I think I've knocked out my control blocks now, so the gravity drive system's failed completely, and it's just a
Gone
smoke.
completely
Yeah,
haywire.
it's gone mental.
That looked really good while you were spinning around there. Right, let me take the server down. I need a quick bio break as well, so that works. So I'll do a quick, be right back.
Okay.
Get fresh drink and so on. See you guys in 1 moment while we reload all this rubbish again.
Right now, this stream is currently experiencing technical issues. We appreciate your patience and hope you'll stick around. We hope to have these issues resolved soon. Please stand by.
It's gonna be a fine day today, I can see. It's gonna be a fine day today, I can see. It's gonna be a fine day today for you and me. It's gonna be a fine day today, just wait and see. Blue skies everywhere. Believe you me, it's gonna be a fine day today for you and me. Oh, now baby, I know I've done you wrong. I only meant trouble for so long. But baby, all that crazy is on the bus. And today it's gonna be a good day for us. Now, baby, I know I've done you wrong. I only meant trouble for so long. But baby, all that crazy is on the bus.
Do I do subgrid damage? No, we've got to save that for last, right? We've got to test everything else first and then turn that on to see if that does something. Okay, yeah. Leave that as it is.
Wait, what?
These enable subgrid damage.
Oh,
That's been off the whole time, so yeah, I'm saying that should happen last.
could do with another welcome center, I guess.
Have I missed something?
It's like spectator mode and all that switched on, so we can sort of zip around. Oh.
I like how it's freaking out and giving me lag. Oh, okay.
There's a good reason for that.
No, it did that when you spawned in the game,
Oh.
when you joined the game, and then didn't when you pasted that thing in.
Oh.
Is it supposed to be slowly spinning?
Probably not, no. It probably helped to
I don't
turn
think it's
some of
supposed to be doing it yet, is it? No.
Yeah.
That might be a later effect, but... What on? Crazy man. Okay, do what you do. Do you want me to paste an asteroid in for you?
Yes, please.
Okay, let's go for it. Was it Shift F10 for this one? Everything's on F10. It's concerned about so concerned about F12, and then they go and combine all of their own stuff on F10. A Taurus with some things. Cannot play... Oh, right, okay. I thought it was complaining at me about blooming object limitations for placing an asteroid. All right, there you go, Wedgie. You have a target.
Hang on a minute. I need to kill the... do you see the landing gear on it? Is there any way you can
Yeah.
get rid of them?
Last one coming now. There you go.
Thank you.
You are free. Extend her. Extend her.
Are are like the arms themselves spinning, or are they just?
They're sort of trying to. No, the arms themselves. Oh, the arms themselves are spinning, yes. But the whole system is not opening up. Why does the arm spin?
Because the arms, like... Oh, I don't know. I can't remember. Let's see. Let's turn these up a bit. I'm not overly sure this shear inertia tensor thing does all that much good, you know.
No, me neither. It makes all of the parts of the grid weigh the same, essentially, which I don't think that's really a great way of doing things.
Alright, let's try and bring this in. Because it seems whenever I turn them off, that seems to help. Right.
Yeah, Daniel Schmidt, Digi's wings would be the one that I consider. Whoa, no, wedge. That I don't think that's working as you intend it.
It's working on my end.
They're supposed to be randomly swinging around.
Well, they're not randomly swinging around. At least not for me.
All four of them are in different directions right now.
Yeah, they do that sometimes.
Yeah, they do that sometimes. Okay. When I say all four of them in different directions, one of them looks like you're about to hit yourself with it, while one of them is directly down into the asteroid.
Like I say, we do that sometimes. They're moving a lot faster than I thought they'd be at the moment, but hang on. Right, arms, let's set them to move at 1 RPM.
To paste the cutlass in, guys, I would have to load up its own world. Oh, I started making that, the Xian, but God knows what I named it. Yes, I did start making a Xian or a Xian car tool at one point, but I don't think it ever went far enough to be, to be named, and it means I don't know where the blueprint is for it. Wedgie, you're on, be right back.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one, Wedgie. I'm not.
It's kind of working on my end. Who's Frosty 1098?
I don't know. Apparently I've left too many holes open on the server. Too many holes. How do you get into the Rifter? I can't even remember.
Yeah, I'm not so sure.
The group survival crane never works, so the chances of it working now is pretty much zero. Incoming?
This is gonna hurt, isn't it?
Maybe. The crane. The crane.
Well, if I'm lucky, that mining arm will pop off and smack you in the face. But
Do something clanging.
I don't expect it to do anything.
I'm more likely to hurt myself, actually, the way this thing's set up. There's a modded version of it that uses modded weapons, and when I replaced them, I put rocket launchers in that basically hit itself. These collisions don't seem right.
Well, hey, we changed physics, so, like, you know, it's less realistic but more fun, apparently.
I touch you, something goes bang, and then that's it. That's all damage that gets taken from that point on.
Oh, there's...
See, then there's always something that explodes.
That was the reactor going. Yeah, this...
It is running very smoothly, yeah. That's one thing that we have found tonight is it seems to be a lot less bothered about just the amount of objects and stuff hanging around. I was able to fight Wedgie with the advanced death lotus for ages, just spitting warheads out before it did anything that it considered complaining about it. I want to cut you in half. Oh, I think I've managed it. Yeah. Success!
Bloody hell.
Let's head down to a planet, shall we? String up some pistons.
Yeah, that sounds like a nice clangy way to...
Ooh, oh no, Clang Beast in space first.
Oh. I suppose that's a decent segue.
Oh, and it looks so calm at this point. It's wonderful. It ejects its thing and everything, and you're just like, oh, everything's fine here. A slight spin to her, but probably okay. And then you get in and you press 9. Hello. She hasn't clanged out in space.
Well, it isn't doing anything.
She hasn't done the same thing. That's because I haven't told it to yet. I just told it to, right, left forward, right forward, there you go. Okay then.
We should try this in microgravity. Because I think
in space it kind of works. How did it clang so hard earlier?
I think it's because it was in gravity. If we try it on a moon, maybe the lack of mass or whatever. There's that dude. That other dude that showed up.
His limbs are doing interesting things.
Hang on a minute.
What on earth? It's creative, dude.
It's cathartic.
There is that as well.
I mean, I'm getting some pretty nice blood splashes coming off, so...
So let's...
It looks like one of the Saw films right now, with how much blood was coming off him.
No? I'm cutting your limbs up. Yeah, all of a sudden this thing doesn't care at all. All right, moon. Okay.
Hang on a minute. I want to try something as well. I want to put that excavator in from earlier and see what that does in space. No, that still does shooting stars.
Yeah, that's still not great. That's not great. Oop. Righty then. To the planet. Or to the moon first and then to the planet. So I want to end with trying to build some new stuff and see if... establish two things. Firstly, let's go back down and build some clancticles, because clancticles are always amazing. And then also, I want to see what happens if we actually try and build a ship that utilizes subgrids intentionally. Like we put something where we use the subgrids as like a shield to see if that actually works.
Alright. I'll have a welcome centre up in a second.
Oh yeah, fair play. I'm down there, but I'll kill myself and come to you.
There you go.
Sorry, not kill myself, I will respawn. Oh, good point. Super rotors were on.
Super rotors?
We had the rotor strength increase.
Ah. Wait, in this world or?
No, in the previous one.
Oh, okay. That'd probably make a difference.
Where we tested the clang beasts.
Because I've had the thing where those rotors have caused the entire thing to self-destruct until it's, you know...
Okay. This is the perfect place as well. You've picked the savannah where the clang beast is at home.
Yeah.
He roams wild. Performance issues, clang beast space. Come on in. Let's go for a walk.
What could possibly go wrong?
And onwards, beast of the plains. I can't get into a position where I can see. There we go. Okay, so the whole walking thing isn't going great. Actually, it's all right. Holy hell. Okay. I think it's 2 and 3, right? Yeah.
And give it the beans.
Give her the beans, indeed.
Oh.
That was me getting out.
One of its legs is spazzing out here.
Not on my end. On my end, it's just fucking marvelous.
Well, it's moving on my end, but every now and then it
State of that.
fucking has a massive spasm.
No, it's absolutely fine on mine. Absolutely fine. That is gorgeous. You always forget how fucking crazy cool this design is.
Like, we have a few seconds where it's fine, and then one of the legs just decides to freak out. And then it carries on walking. It's like, you know, when like a stallion kicks or something, when it bucks or whatever. It's doing that every now and then. It looks kind of funky.
Now this is pod racing. I suppose so, but yeah, I'm amazed that is still functional. Okay, let's try actually controlling her properly. Let's try turning her
Oh
around.
god, that's scary.
Now I've got in, it's just looking a bit more.
It's looking pretty ropey now, yeah. That's looking really ropey.
Go! Okay, the Clang Beast is almost faster than the Space Engineer running. I can just about catch up with it. It doesn't like it so much when I turn it the whole way up to full speed, I gotta admit. The Super Rotor mod was causing some of our problems. Definitely not all of them.
Is it blowing up yet?
No.
Oh. Well, it's just me sitting in it that's broken on my end. I think I probably crashed. Maybe. I can't actually tell.
I've taken out a couple of its legs and it's still walking.
Apparently,
Like,
right, I seem to have crashed, but apparently I'm doing 1,000... Actually, no, it's 3,000 meters a second, now 5,000.
oh, speedy.
900
capitalise
meters a
on this.
second. What the hell?
There you go. You back with us?
No.
I deleted the thing you were on. I was figuring that if the Scrambies went away, maybe it'd just reset you back in.
I'm just...
In its natural habitat, it's more calm.
I think I'm just fully locked up, but last registered speed was 903.10 meters a second, so the subgrids do have an unlimited top speed then.
Nice job. Subgrids having a limited top... Okay. It's a building.
Strictly speaking, if we're going to do the Robot Wars thing, you could have a bar spinner with a tip speed of 3,000 meters a second. If it was long enough.
Okay, so get ourselves a subgrid. On the end of that subgrid, stick another subgrid. That gives us the maximum rotational speed. And on the end of that, stick an enormous bar. And then on the end of that, you put a merge block that you plan to disable. And then on that merge block, you put a cockpit so that Wedgie can tell you how fast it goes.
So that Wedgie can. I like how I've been volunteered for this. Joining world failed, reason full.
Ah, yes. Frosty, mate. Sorry, but... There you go.
Thank you. I think...
Might need to delete.
I was going to say, I think there's a few folks just constantly spam clicking join game on you or something.
That's fine, that's fine. I think we should end this when we get to that point by getting a load of people in and see what happens when you do that with some of the more clangy things and so on.
Right, do you want me in the cockpit then? God, this is going to be like one of those... Oh, access denied.
You're not going to feel very healthy.
Yeah, this is like one of those...
NASA G simulator.
Yeah, hang on, let me put my own cockpit on it. Right.
Okay, you got your own cockpit.
A connected ship has taken control, okay.
That it has.
Well, this is going to be
Oh,
fun.
I've got no power on here. Quick, let me put a reactor down.
It's a shame we can't see the engineer's face just melt as he gets up to speed. Okay. Right, 80, 90. I can't really tell. I think the double rotor thing isn't helping, but I'm at 125 meters a second now. 130.
Okay. I haven't given you full power yet, mate.
150.
Let's power her up.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, no, I've done it the wrong way. There we go. Oh, wow. What is happening with the...
Okay, now I'm slowing down.
Yeah, I'm confused.
Do it just to one rotor, because I don't think the stacking rotor thing works anymore.
It might not. I don't know.
Because I think the mass of this thing's so big that it's kind of pinning the top and just the central shaft spinning. So it's flickering between 50 and 200 meters a second.
One of the rotors is off and should be slowing down, but isn't. And is actually running backwards at the moment for some reason.
Okay, 140.
Is that running backwards? This is the other one. And even if I turn it on, it starts running backwards of its own accord. Like, faster than it was. Now, okay, so multi-rotor behavior is odd now.
Well, I think it's been like that for a while, because I've tried this to get faster spinning weapons, so...
Okay, well, let me know how fast you go. How fast are you going at the moment? It's slowing down,
60.
isn't it?
60. Yeah, I think we'd get better results with just a single rotor, you know. And a longer bar. Because we're at 20 meters a second, but every time there's
Hang
a
on.
physical...
No. You're about to slow down and start going the other way, which is the way around I'm sure you wanted to go.
Yeah, this is vomit-inducing right now. I'm not even at speed, but because it keeps flickering between 30 meters a second and 280.
I got the share tensor on, guys. That doesn't seem to make any difference in this case.
49, 200, 49, 200.
And... Alright, actually turning share tensor off just sped you up dramatically. How fast are you going now?
Flickering between 120 and 300.
Okay, in which case, if I can time this right, coming round now. Bye, Wedge.
And we immediately went back down to 104 when it disconnected.
Oh. So how can we...
You'd have to have...
Let's try doing it on a rotor head instead of a merge block.
Okay.
And in doing so,
I will say,
also
I
gonna-
think it will be better.
I'm going to ditch one of the rotors, yeah.
Definitely.
Right, well then.
I'd make it longer than that, you know.
I'm going to.
Oh, good.
That was as long as I can get before it started to be really hard to get your mouse in just the right position for
Hang
it,
on.
you know. There you go. Performance issues. You built a bar too long.
Counterweights don't really make any difference anymore, do they? Because it's all bound to the...
I don't think so.
Hmm.
Shouldn't do.
And that shouldn't make a difference either, I don't think.
It shouldn't, but it might mean that we can speed up quicker.
I think that only moves in a vector rather than circling now.
Well, let's find out.
It's one of the things they were quite proud of, that center of mass thrust is always, you know, concentrated on center of mass, even if it's on a subgrid,
That doesn't look to be the case.
doesn't it?
Well, it's spinning.
Well, it's
Just from the thrust.
just from the thrust, so the rotor's definitely not on.
The rotor's on, but it's got no torque or any of the other things associated to it.
Right.
The rotor's not doing this. The velocity's turned down.
Okay.
I've turned torque and everything down. It's just the thrusters that are applying that force there. Maybe subgrids doesn't work when you're talking about connected to a station.
Perhaps.
Right, I'm going to try cranking up the rotor as well now. Is in reverse to the direction, and these off. Torque up.
We need to put something in the way of it as it comes round, and just see if it, you know, cleaves straight through it.
Is that slowing down or speeding up? It seems to be.
I think
it
it's
is
slowing down, isn't it?
So that's the correct direction in theory. Does seem to take it quite a while for these things to actually spin up.
Hmm.
No, that's slowing down now. The rotor is on, right? The rotor is on.
Right.
And if I set the...
Once it's up to speed, I'm going to put the basic red ship down, nose first in the ground, and we're going to see it just slam into it and see what it does.
hang on.
Oh, are we having issues?
Yeah. Something very odd is going on with this rotor behavior. I think that maybe by putting the thrusters onto that grid at all, I've stopped this rotor's ability to actually turn it.
So do you want me to go and remove the thrusters and then...
No, hang on a second.
Okay.
Let me just... Yeah, it's almost as if this rotor's stopped responding to the controls a lot of the time. So I'm going to stop it now. That is now stopped.
Okay.
100%. Got no velocity set. Torque and braking torque is set. Let's turn it on. And let's torque up. That is the speed at which it's spinning. Alright, now try removing those two thrusters for me.
Alright, I can't...
If you can...
I don't think I
Action.
can catch it. I think it's going too fast.
Ah, you lack imagination there, Wedge.
Hang on a minute. Let me try and get to the middle and walk down the bar. Because this isn't going to make me feel sick at all.
Oh yeah, and that's what I was trying to do, but I did it poorly. I want to come on this walk with you, Wedgie.
Note how, as we're walking along, our speed increases, which is quite funny.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh.
Oh, now it's starting to bounce. At least it's bouncing for me.
Goodbye, Wedgie.
I expect you'll have more luck giving you the host.
Yeah, it does seem so. So far, this is really disconcerting, but yes. Just focus on the floor. Don't look at the crazy world around you. It is not real. Focus on the floor. I'm now going 55 meters a second on foot while running forwards. 62 meters on foot. I've almost made it. I'm almost there, Wedgie.
So are we going to see a sudden increase in speed, do you think?
Now, what I'm expecting is a sudden increase in speed when I remove these two, because it stops trying to calculate its center of mass.
Okay. Have you gone?
They are gone.
Okay, well nothing happened.
That's not what happened.
Alright, let me hop back in the control and see if... Oh, access denied.
It's speeding up slowly.
Yeah, that is starting to pick up a bit of speed now, I think. What's the tip speed at the moment?
I've just fallen off of it. It was at about 90 meters a second, but I've just come off. Put a railed car on and fling it down to the end. Oh god, we did some tests with this sort of stuff way back. There was a challenge to try and launch like rock as far as possible. I should have loaded up that map. It does take a while to run to the end, Wedge.
I'm not going to make it before I start spazzing out as well, so...
It's definitely interesting to see that there's no question it's sped up faster
With the thrusters.
with the two rotors.
Oh, did it?
Even though the rotors didn't seem to be paying like much attention to each other, it seemed to prefer it.
Yeah, it just turns into a wobble board once you get about halfway along, and then... Actually, it's not even halfway along, it's like a third of the way. Right.
Still, the problem with this is, in order to do the test, we need to get a rotor on the end of it. And that's not going to happen as it currently sits.
Right, let's try a collision.
She slows down really. Alright, I'll speed her up. Keep her running then. What are you putting in the way?
A red ship. Nose down. Sticking out the ground. Like that.
Oh, here we go. I was just thinking it'd be interesting to see what happens if can you walk down it to the point where you end up going faster than 100 meters a second?
Well,
That hit me on the head.
If it was... I got it a bit too close to the middle. If it was a bit further out, that might have done a bit more, and if it was a bit faster, I expect it to have, cleaved through a good few layers of block. But spinning weapons-wise, they can exceed 100 meters a second at the tip now. Oh god, that's just death. Tell you what, I'll help you with that.
Let me know when you're prepared to remove the red ship.
I can't do it, it's turned into the wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man for me already.
But I haven't extended it yet.
Well, neither have I, but it's already doing it because it's a spazzy mess. Oh, jeez. That was like a melted cheese string then. Your one, anyway.
That ought to do for now, right?
Sure, alright. I'll get rid of the red ship then. You ready?
I guess so. Ooh, she's a bending. She's a bending. Can she take the force? Take the strain.
Right, I'll do the extension on some of them while you watch, maybe. If I can.
Just jump into the cockpit here and select pistons.
Hang on, they're all access denied.
I'll just jump into the cockpit there and and share them all for you or something. I don't know. Routes for 2. Nobody. Yes. There you go.
Wow.
They're a bending. She's a bending.
You ready?
Your ones have extended fine. Now do mine. Ooh, she's bending a lot. I'd love to be able to change the time of day for you guys so we can see this properly.
Right, yours should be going.
Not obviously. I think you reversed yours, but mine don't seem to be doing anything. Yeah, mine are not doing anything.
Alright, I'll try again.
Go on. It's not doing it. Oh no. Oh, there they go. There they go.
God, this is...
I need to get over here with the spectator camera with its incredibly powerful flashlight instead of the crappy one I've got. Hey!
Now, the weird thing is, for most of that, the pistons that I placed were pretty stable, but yours are a bit wiggly. So that looks really cool, the way it's just kind of snaked around like that.
I'm kind of taking it in a way that sort of makes sense. Sort of.
I want to know what the tip speed is there on that piston, because that's like a flail
Just
of
the tip.
death.
Alright, I'm getting a cockpit on it. I can do this because I'm pretty certain if I do
You can lock onto it with the spectator, can't you?
I was going to. Apparently locking onto grids with spectator cam that are travelling faster than 100 meters a second
Breaks the game.
means that you need to send a log to the developers of Space Engineers.
Oh dear.
Oh well. We'll make sure this issue will be fixed as soon as possible. Please don't. Please don't develop too much, put too much time into whether or not you can lock your spectator camera onto a spinning clangticle at the end of a... Yeah. One more time. I kind of want to go back to Gilligan's World. It's just sitting there. I want to go and visit Gilligan. Can we go and visit Gilligan? I'm going to go and visit Gilligan. Yes, whatever you do, do not press shift middle mouse button. That apparently really bad idea. Well, given we're at this point in the stream, I should probably mention, by the way, guys, if you want to, at any point, check out Wedgehog's point of view on this sort of stuff, and at the same time, if you want to follow what he gets up to, he does stream over on his channel on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/Wedgehog. No, 95 even anymore.
Oh,
Sorted his game.
got an upgrade.
And at the same time, he will also be joining me and none other than Mr. Mac following this stream over on Twitch for a continuation of our Empyrean game that we started last week. No, Gilligan!
Is he stopped?
He fell over!
Oh no!
No! We will remember you forever, Gilligan.
He was special.
He was amazing. I've never had a tame antenna before. Try the General B and other rovers. Like hell the General B is going to work any better now than it ever did. Come on. Oh, I think the problem with loading up Gilligan's World is it's the one that's got warheads turned off. It's got weapons turned off. I suppose we don't actually need weapons for this, do we?
I guess not.
Everything else is on, but there's no weapons. Alright, so the General B. You guys reckon this is all going to be so much better. I somehow doubt that.
That's...
She wants to roll over already, and I haven't barely started. Look at it. Ready for new handbrake? Ready? 3, 2, 1, P. And we're over. And she's broken herself. Maybe later. Maybe it works fine. I'm not sure I agree with you. It's top heavy, man. I know it's an old world.
I'm trying the Doom Plow.
Oh, detractor.
Huh. Right, so where are you at?
Drag strip.
Oh, if you want a drag race, I'll give you a drag race. I mean, it's going to be the most stupid drag race in history, but it'll be interesting nonetheless. Oh, God.
You ready to drag? Thankfully, there's no way I think that I can get over to you during this drag race.
Right.
Yes, with the new physics, we're going to need to redo all wheel settings, indeed.
Yeah.
Oh, God, not that one.
Yes, this one. The most stupid thing ever, but this is going to be
Hang
fun.
Hang on, where is it?
I know what you're doing.
Where's turret control? There. Yeah, this might be one of the worlds that's got the rotor strength increase mod on, which apparently we can't use anymore. Which means that BattleBots is not a thing anymore as well.
Well, we just need to find someone who's kind enough to do us a souped-up roaster. I'm sure
A
there's
souped-up version, yeah.
I'm sure there's
New
people
version.
out there watching that are capable of that, and then we've got BattleBots again.
Yeah, we need that souped-up rotor. The in-game rotors are just not strong enough. All right, you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go!
Whoa!
I think you might win. I think you might win. Hang on, I know the problem. I'll lift the plow up. That's the problem.
Oh,
Better
you
aerodynamics.
probably got. Oh shit! I hit the brakes, and the plow went into the ground, dug a massive hole. Now that's pretty good for emergency brakes, I will say.
Yes, the new handbrake is pretty ridiculous. Have I got the speed limit set to 20 meters a second on this? That probably doesn't help either. The best drag race ever.
Do you remember that episode of Top Gear where they were doing a drag race with the vans, and as they took off the line, the cameras just turned away, and then they had to turn back because of how slow the takeoff was?
No, we loaded the helicopters up in their own save, remember? I loaded the Tiltrotor up in its own save, and that doesn't have that on.
Right. Come down to my track and see if you can tell where I hit the brakes.
Oh, I can see.
On the Right, I want to see if this thing can fly, because it's got gyros on it, so... Goodbye!
I hope you noticed, though, that I just... I just drove off the end of that with no problems. Okay, what else are we going to try? I really want to... We kind of really need to rebuild the Clangticle. Performance issues, because Wedgie is flying a murder plow around.
What do you expect me to do? Drive it?
Rebuilding Clangticle.
Where are you? Oh, there it is. I don't know.
Did you just clash into it?
I did, yeah.
Thanks, Wedge.
I mean, the same go when you've just got a single massive thruster on override. That wasn't too shabby.
He's quite a massive thruster, right?
It is.
Is the Razor Wing still broke? There's an interesting question. Does the Razor Wing still do the weird thing where you delete that one hydrogen thruster and the entire thing falls out the sky? Look, it's the knocked balked one 4. It's got to be working, right? Probably the plain parts mod. I wasn't actually aware that this one could hover on its rear end. Right, should be on the bottom, and if we delete... no, it's not the thruster, is it? It's the turret. You delete the turret, and it just falls out. Yeah, like that.
Yeah, that bug's still there. And it just pinged on the armor.
And then donks on the ground, and... In fact, doesn't even damage itself, pretty much. Just lands.
There's a few dents, but that'll buff out, I'm sure. Yeah, I'll get started.
Yes, we're going to put a cockpit on the end first this time. Not cockpit, yeah, well, sorry, cockpit, but on the end of a piston head this time, so it counts as a proper subgrid. I think that might have been what we did wrong before, to avoid being able to accelerate properly. Right, Wedgie. I love how it brings up the performance issue things every time I pace down blocks. I know there's a lot of dirt in the world, but come on. That should do, and then on the end of here, let me just go and whack down the clangticle. Oop, missed. It's a shame you can't drag these out. I don't know why. You know what? Let's do some cleanup as well.
That probably
It's starting to feel pretty horrible. Stationary, yeah, acceleration, other than.
I think the verdict we're rushing towards is... It's not necessarily... I don't know.
I'm not sure what
I don't
verdict
know.
you're supposed
It's
to take
like
from this.
all we can learn is the rules have changed now.
Yeah.
And it requires some investigation as to what can and can't work with these new set of rules. I mean, I do want to build an articulated digger at some point with, several parts in the arm.
Yeah, it does seem like that's one of the rules that you now have to pay attention to, is you're just not allowed to do multi-connection point stuff. Did you start this spinning, or is it just doing it on
I was
its own?
doing it on its own.
Okay. Just checking, just to be absolutely sure. Actually, a piston head should ensure you're on a subgrid, shouldn't it? It's no different to a rotor head. I just need... God, the idea of... Do I want to actually be in this?
I'm sure you do.
I mean, I do want to be in it, but I want to be able to only just reference it occasionally before I make everyone watching puke violently. Because this is going to be ugly.
Oh, it already is ugly on my end. It's like... It contorts and weaves like spaghetti, and then it's straight. And then it'll do it again.
Okay, let's make sure we got the spectator somewhere. So I don't want to make you guys comment, I promise. But there are some important bits of science here that need to happen.
Right, are you ready for your G-force test?
Can we begin with stage 1 of the G-force test involving the rotor, please?
I need a cockpit, don't I? Can I even access these?
You can, they're all owned by nobody.
Right, connected ship has taken control. Right, are you ready?
That shouldn't matter. I'm ready.
Okay, I've set it to 30 RPM.
Is it moving?
I don't know.
Are we speeding up?
Current angle isn't really changing. Torque's at full. Velocity's at full.
Okay. Maybe try sticking some thrusters on to help.
Okay. Hold on, is the grid powered?
Probably not.
That might help.
That might be why part of it, yeah. I was busy building pistons, leave me alone.
Both of us were, I suppose, I don't know. Right, there you go.
Oh yeah, we're definitely speeding up now. It's confused as to how fast we're speeding up, but we're definitely speeding up. Oh no, he's gone for the rotors already. No, he hasn't gone for the pistons already. They're just starting to lean from the inertia. Centrifugal force in action. We are currently traveling at a smooth 63, 69, 70, 80, 90. We've hit 90.
Things are getting choppy.
Things are getting a bit choppy. We're at 90, 100, 105, 109. We have hit 115.
You've broken the space
New record.
You've broken the space engineer's speed of light. Congratulations.
New record. What I've got to do is find the piston that's mine.
Oh, I've got them all bound and ready to go.
No. I need to be able to remove my piston head.
Oh, okay.
Oh, which you can't toggle. Oh.
Are you ready for the extension?
I suppose I'm doing 142 at the moment.
Enjoy.
Oh, she's off. She's off. Ooh, look at her go. I am going at a unknown speed.
Unknown speed.
It didn't speed up, but it clearly should have done. Hey, the upside down vomit comet. Hey, I'm so close to the ground. This is amazing. This should be a fairground ride.
Right, let's try the retract.
Whoa, coming in. Ah! Oh, trees near my face. I don't even know. Somehow, how did I do a loop around the bar? What is even going on? There's the ground again. This is the best fairground ride ever. Oh shit,
It's
I got
like
out by
this-
mistake.
You know those bungee things where you're in the little cage and you get flung into it? This is the SE equivalent of that. Right, let's turn the rotor off.
Yeah, slow her all down and bring her back in again. Whoa, watch her whip around. Look at this. Whoosh. It's pulling the rotor with it as well. Try on, Wolf. Even wasted. Hope the new rotors and pistons are working well. No, they're working fun, is what they're doing. I've been in and out on the stream, but work, but home now. Well, cheers, man. Thank you very much for the donation. Wow, $100. Shit. Yeah, the physics is working fun. I think we can say something for it in that respect. I'm not sure this piston is ever coming back to life.
Probably not. Hang on a minute.
Look at it.
Let's try. Hang on.
Turn on the tensor thing.
I'm gonna do that now. There we go.
Oh!
Whoa, something awful just happened then.
Yes, you remember how we've got that new emergency disconnect? Wow, look at the speed of the rotor now, though. You know how we've got that emergency safety disconnect feature?
Well, it just safety disconnected, didn't it?
That just safety disconnected every single piston in the chain, basically, all at once. I wish I'd saved that before you did that. I wish I was in one of those now. See how fast they went. As the pistons now all land around the world.
Right, I wanna get something whacked with that bar now.
It'll
see.
just break. Let's get something whacked with it. Let's rebuild that.
Okay.
And I need to, this time, do have a rotor on the end of it, because, to be honest, that rotor is what's going to allow me to disconnect.
So a rotor on the end of the piston snake?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll use an advanced one for that, so that you can see it.
Okay.
Chats are all like, do it again, I want to go again. Just keep it back up again. It was the best ride.
Well, I think you and Mac did build a fairground a very long time ago in SE.
We did,
I
yeah.
think we need to come back and add a few new rides to that.
Revisit
Yeah.
it. This is much more of an extreme fairground experience now.
This is the one where you sort of,
You're not going on the gondola.
sign a waiver, that they're not responsible for your death in the event something goes wrong before you enter or something, but yeah. The wiggle on this thing every now and then is amazing. It's like,
It's when I'm placing
yeah,
blocks, I'm
it's,
sure.
it's like a sine wave now. Like, let's see if we can get it lined. Yeah, it's going full sine wave.
That's awesome.
I hope this gets clipped.
Alright, we're gonna have to go a bit bigger than last time. That should do it. Now where's me rotor? 'Cause this one's looking a bit like it's freaking out before I've even got on it.
So what do we want to do this time? Do we want to disconnect the rotor first and then do the inertia, whatever?
We want to save before we do anything else.
Yeah.
So end rotor. You've got your one. This is the one that I'm just going to use to detach with.
I'll save the pistons.
You take the pistons and the main rotor.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm going to save it. Gilligan's World Piston Edition. Spin Dryer Edition. So, do we put the shared tensor option on first? I think maybe we should. Give it a test,
Okay, I'll do that now then. So shared tensor on all the pistons is now on.
Okay, having clicked that, the entire thing is now violently bouncing around on my end because all of the pistons suddenly gained a lot of weight.
I'll put share tensor on the rotor as well if that helps.
Yep. Those pistons are basically all now the same weight as any other part of the grid. That's what the share tensor basically does, is it matches the physics calculations between all of the subgrids. So that was a bounce because suddenly those pistons weighed a huge amount. I am in the cockpit and technically ready.
Okay, I'll turn the rotor on now. Are you ready?
Do it. Do it.
Okay, it's on. Wow. I think because of the colossal mass of the pistons, it can't speed up.
It is accelerating, but incredibly slowly.
Okay, well, let's turn the tensor off on the piston.
No.
Okay.
No. Give it some time. It'll get there. You'd believe it's... If this is even vaguely physics, with an F, and some Z's, then it should start speeding up as it starts to break the fact that it's no longer... What am I talking about?
What are you talking about?
There is no static tension here. You're not breaking any forces in order to get the thing moving.
Yeah, this isn't accelerating nearly as fast as it did last time.
There is no rotor safety lock anymore.
No.
Matthew Mullenhour. That's one of the things they got rid of. We can't do that. They've changed how that whole thing works. So instead of that, we have this shared tensor option instead,
Right.
which basically makes everything in the grid weigh the same, act the same, be at the same speed, and that way, in theory, you can't hurt yourself. But
In theory. Right, I'm going to turn it off because it's not allowing any
No.
accelerate.
you have, haven't you?
Well, I've turned it off for the rotor. All the pistons are still on. with
I
the
was just going to
tensor.
stick some thrusters down, but yeah, no, that's fine.
Alright. Let's see how quick this accelerates now that I turn it off.
Still not really.
Oh, it is now.
Oh, wow, holy hell. Yep, we're going.
Right, I'm gonna
She's a
I'm gonna
tipping.
put the group in for the tensor on off on the bar. Are you ready for your extension?
Not quite yet. Let's give her some time,
Okay.
Wedgie. She's not up to speed. I am still dramatically accelerating. Let's go and take a look at the world as we see it. Oh, even better, because I'm in a rotor now.
You can
I
spin
get to
around.
slowly spin as the whole thing happens as well. Yeah! Whee. Please tell me I might have made this one too long now. I'm getting very close to the ground already. I am also going at about 150 meters a second. depending on at what point in the spin I'm at. 160, 170, 180!
This is so stupid, it's wonderful.
This is wonderfully ridiculous. Okay, I'm also going to take a copy of this. No, I can't. Can you jump out and grab a quick copy of the base platform?
Okay.
Then, because I suspect that when I extend this piston, it's going to cause a problem. And what we're going to need to do is actually paste it in place. We should have done that when it was stationary. Oh, yeah, actually paste it in place up on a mountain, so that I can hang over the edges of the mountain as we spin.
I'm calling it Doom Ride then.
Cool, you got to be ready.
Right, let's blueprint.
Hang on, it's worth noting I'm still accelerating at this point.
Still.
I'm now hitting 260 at times. 280.
Are you ready?
Yeah, we're still accelerating. No, wait. It's still accelerating. Until it stops accelerating, we should just let it go.
I think we're going to be here all night, to be honest.
Okay, I almost touched 300 there. Screw it. Go for it. Engage the piston. Oi!
You are like a kilometre away from me now. That's how long this arm is.
Hello, the world. How is it? There's just about enough chance that because of the forces involved here, I'll be flung so wide that I still won't hit the ground. Yeah, that seems to be what's happening, is I'm getting... Whoa, that's close to the ground. Holy hell. I'm going to detach the rotor soon.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Do you not want to do the thing where we do the new lock on the pistons and watch...
I'm now going... I just went from going forwards at 300 to going backwards at 300 almost instantly.
So, how's your neck?
Not great.
Not great.
I'm not sure I'm cut up for NASA, actually. We hit 380 there. Right, next time I'm pointing skywards at high speed, I'm going to let go.
Okay. Good luck.
300. Oh, God, that's close. I'm so close to the ground. Wow.
Oh,
God.
you went, didn't you?
No, I collided with something. That's probably for the best. I'm not the only one that was getting dizzy. The entire game's locked up. You turned the safety thing on.
You should see it. It's like
and then
fireworks.
It breaks like matchsticks.
It's like
it's amazing.
fireworks. I love this update. It's ridiculous, but I do love the update.
This update makes absolutely no sense physics-wise, but it's hilarious.
Yeah. But let's be honest, what we're doing makes no sense physics-wise.
That's also true, but yeah, you know what I mean.
We might need to do a clean-up, to be honest. There's just pistons raining down for like hundreds of miles now.
Oh, we never got to test it.
Well, I did take a dupe of it.
Alright, try. The problem is I can't get back into it because it'll be spinning when you paste it in, I think. But there's a nice mountain over here. Let me do a quick clean-up. Yeah, you're right.
Are we talking about that tiny little peak over there? That...
Yeah, that one.
Alright.
Alright, that should be the world a bit more sensible. Few less pistons hanging around in it now. Space elevator, yep.
Right, I'm sticking it on the mountain. Let's see what happens.
Oh wow, look at it. It's got a life of its own.
Right, I'm going to quickly turn that rotor off.
Yeah, turn it off before it gets up speed so I at least stand half a chance of being able to get into the cockpit. Because we won't see how fast it's going unless I'm in there. It looks like it's going to straighten itself back out. Oh no, maybe not. Maybe not.
Excuse me, maybe.
If I just hang around...
Oh.
Come back to me. I'm on the other side now.
I'm tempted to see if tensor will work given the rest of it's all stationary. You ready? No, that blew it up, didn't it?
Yeah. Why did you do that?
Morbid interest.
I'll delete it.
Alright, well I'll put it back in then. It's kind of exploded like a Lotus, though, the distance on the shape of the pistons.
Clearly, this can be weaponized, yes.
Yeah.
What I'm getting from this is there is a new weaponization technique whereby you build something made out of pistons, and then just as it approaches someone on sensor, it activates its safety tensor thing and just explodes into a million pieces. You have the first Space Engineer's shrapnel bomb, basically.
Now that's way cooler than a Jericho.
I'm not removing enough stuff here, quite clearly. How's the sim speed now? Does it feel better?
Not really, but...
There is a thing phasing out, so
yeah.
I wouldn't expect it to be that much better. Come on, let me get it. I'm not going to get it in time. It's going to whip back away from me. Oh, you bastard! She'll come back. She'll come back. We'll just wait. The rebound will happen. It'll be somewhere over here. Piston canister ram empty me. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh dear.
She's coming back.
Oh.
Come to me.
Is it? Is it? Chasing the rabbit.
I wasn't quite close enough. No, come on. No. Ah. All right. This should be good for next time. Oh, hang on.
Is there any way?
It is slowing down.
Can you go into Space Master and stop everything? Because that might do it.
Hang on. It's coming back. Let me see if I can get into it. If not, then yeah. That's what I'll do. I'll just try and stop some of the pistons in it. But it is coming back down towards me now. Oh, I'm just misjudged the position. Come on. Ah, it's right. It's like here. This is the spot. This is the spot. Let me guess. It changes every time. Yeah, it's just a new version of Space Engineers where basically they replace the gyro bomb with the piston bomb. Here she comes. Here she comes. Come on, friend. Come to me. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I so got that. All right, Space Master it is. This is silly. Yeah, this doesn't work. Because I can only stop one of the pistons at a time, so I can just forcibly, repeatedly stop this one. Maybe if by doing so, I can get it to stand up, actually. Yeah, this seems to be working. She's calming down a lot by repeatedly just stopping this one piston about halfway up. I just keep stopping the end. Hey! We've got her under control.
Right, get in
She's
there.
back.
In fact, I'm going to take another dupe now. While it's
while it's stopped.
Yeah. Okay.
I could have done that all along, but it was... I don't know, I was having a bit of fun trying to catch it.
Say when you're ready to...
I believe we're ready for rotor engage.
Okay, rotor coming on now.
The pistons lean. They lean already. She's coming on nice and fast. Accelerating. Accelerating. Performance issues. Accelerating. Accelerating and performance issues. 109 meters a second. 110. What a great song to come on right now. 160. $180. 180. 240. Okay. So I'm going to take a little ride for a second, just to see what the world looks like from this sort of point of view.
Yeah, and you'll
Good
get...
spot. It's a good spot.
Right.
Part of me wants to just slowly rotate my rotor as well.
Because that isn't vomit-inducing enough as it is. Fuck you, everyone watching on YouTube. You're
Hey,
gonna be.
I've got to watch it as well.
Well, yeah, but you know, share the pain. I mean, you're one dude.
Okay.
How many people are watching you right now?
I think it is time to extend the piston.
In 3, 2, 1.
Oh God!
Fucking hell.
Out we go, ladies and gentlemen. But oh. I think she's at full length now.
Yeah, she's at full length. I set it so that
Beautiful.
it would be, you know, pretty much instant extension on each piston.
Mm-hmm.
So
Nice. Okay, so then we just need to prepare for the launch. I'm hitting over 400 at times with this one now.
well, good luck.
Ready? Now! Oh, instant drop. Instantly you drop to 100.
Well, don't worry. Keep an eye on the big snake thing. I'll give you some fireworks.
Hang on. Let me get into a position.
All right.
All right, ready?
Yep.
Go. Ooh. I love how like a big portion of it seems to be fine, but breaks off that main bit. And that thing, by the way, I found I found a previous version of it. That bottom piece is now going to travel like indefinitely for ages. That big long one. Look at it. If you actually look at what it's doing, that's not quite right.
It's kind of just constantly exploding on the ground now.
Without causing any voxel damage whatsoever.
Well, wasn't this
Do you
voxel
think
damage
we've
world off?
No.
Oh. Are we sure?
No, this was weapons off. Yeah, I'm
Hang
absolutely
on a minute.
positive.
Let me,
I just
let me
think
stick a warhead down. I'm going to test this.
weapons are off. But you can stick a warhead down all you like. It's not going to help because weapons are off. You can't blow them up. However, I was apparently still travelling. Oh, I'd forgotten about the armoured cat. I wouldn't say things are better for general use. What I would say is that things in some areas are most definitely better, and as Wedgie pointed out earlier, the rules have kind of changed. So some of the things that you used to be able to do won't work anymore, and some of the things that you used to not be able to do will. Yeah, I'd forgotten the armor cat, the new version. Anyway, the point was, this is a demonstration. You can see bits of voxels like being generated, but it's not actually damaging the ground.
Well, I'm drilling the voxels right now and nothing's happening. So voxel damage is off.
Okay, let me go and double check that. And then, when doing so, I'm also now going to reload this world again. This will be the last one before we end. With all that stuff turned on, but also subgrid damage turned on.
So fill me in again. What does subgrid damage do?
No, right. Can everyone on the stream, when you see this, please just confirm for me and to Wedgie that enable voxel destruction is ticked. But I couldn't voxel edit.
Well, I was going ham with the drill then, and nothing was happening.
I'm going to turn it off and on again. That's always a well-known fix. And I'm going to enable subgrid. That is... Oh, and weapons. Where are they? Yeah, voxel destruction's on. It's just something's wrong with that then. Some glitch somewhere in the line. Anyway, I'll be back in 2 seconds, guys. I need to kick this cat out because she's looking like she's about to do the business. Thank you. Okay, so just loading the world with subgrid damage on means that nothing survives.
Like, literally nothing.
It just fell apart.
Right, okay. I guess it's just death.
Unextended, non-moving, it just fell apart.
Right. Let's...
I'm taking the Clang Beast out again with the rotor thing on. Because it's hilarious. I know what's causing the break, I'm well aware. It's still hilarious, and I'm still going to do it. There we go. Let me just remove a few choice pistons here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Now what to do her? She's ready. Consistency. Yeah, that's a good point. We'll have to leave him to spool up. I have to give him some time. He needs to sort of build the rage inside of him. Maybe the answer is to have a few of them. Trolling. He's powering up. He's powering up right now. However, this world has subgrid damage enabled, so I suspect that it won't behave in the same way as before. It'll break itself in a more noticeable and obvious fashion.
Right, let's see. You see, I'm looking at them and they're both on their backs.
Yeah, they are. One of them's spinning at a reasonable speed. The other one's just kinda shuddering. Death throes. Okay, so I mean, let's delete these, but it does look like having... Should we try pasting in a few other things we've got with the subgrid damage turned on and see how they behave? Probably better if you don't paste into the ground. What? Oh no, you're getting turreted by the Razorwing. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Sorry, that was a really weird way to just suddenly explode a little while afterwards. hello. Now move it. That doesn't look happy.
It doesn't, does it?
that could, if we tried to line that up, that couldn't have been better.
Oh, the buckets fell off. Well, that's because I'm breaking the rules.
The Nomad is a ship that won't paste, apparently.
I think the Nomad
Yeah,
was small grid,
unpasteable.
mega mod pack as well, so that might not help.
I know, but at the moment
Yeah.
I can't even. It won't appear for me to paste it.
One thing we should explore, I've just thought for this, is if its bucket is a subgrid, there might be a way to make it semi-indestructible so it can take any hit in a fight. I don't know.
Yeah.
You see, for me, that looks like it's driving in quicksand because the edge of the wheels are kind of sunk in a bit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you got rid of it.
Oh, yeah. Well, it only...
Well, now what am I supposed to drive
Well, I
into?
don't know, it only works on flat ground. I'll put a new one in. What did you drive into?
I managed to get myself in the perfect location. Can you delete that wheel for me? Thank you. Just managed to run up a wheel, basically. Oh yeah, we've got stupid max speed on this as well, haven't we? Ah, tree.
Well, I'm a mobile, so, you know. You've got no excuse not to hit me.
Also looks like your plow is not very well held on at the moment as well.
Oh, that was a perfect shot with the
That was
axe.
amazing. Straight through the face. Oh, GG. I mean, you lost the entire axe doing
I
that, but
lost.
that was all it needed.
Worth it. It was
It
worth
was all
it.
it needed. Especially as you were going back at quite rapid speed when I first hit you. That was not going well. Oh, brilliant. Subgrids are only indestructible to the main and other subgrids of the same ship.
Oh, okay then.
Says Mr. Roxfire, which is part of why we've not been able to really utilize this to our benefits so far.
I think we need to spend some time just reading the patch notes in depth and doing some proper tests, rather than just
That was a-
blowing
yeah.
everything up. But
Well,
yeah.
no, I did read the batch
Oh.
notes fairly in depth, but it doesn't really help because they talk about much more general problems. They do mention some specific circumstances, but in a way that's very like technical and how to recreate them would basically be a stream of building stuff, really quite specific stuff. So let's see if I can find the Nomad. Yeah. Nope. Have I just DC'd from Discord? Apparently so.
Discord's been broken for a little while now, so
Okay, that's not so helpful then. Other thing that people suggested. Oh, that's a good point. Let's have a. I did read the physics post they posted, Roxfire. The one that's on Marek's blog, and the link down in the video description. No, I read that. It talks about a mixture of general problems and general approaches to solving them, and then some very, very specific examples that unless you go and recreate the example they're talking about, it isn't quite so exact. And some of those examples where we've done something similar this evening has not performed in the way you'd expect. Like, for example, some of Wedgie's bots that just take themselves to pieces due to the safety disconnect stuff, or some of the ones where they just spin out. I mean, they do talk about phantom forces, and we have talked about phantom forces, but yeah. Okay, so we need to end with something with these fools to cause major problems. What can we do?
Well, if they've got any spaceships, we could have a space battle. Me and my spinny thing, you and your Lotus thing, us versus them.
I'm thinking something physics-wise, though, Colin. That's the thing. Like, what can we do as a group that would be a test physics-wise? Discord is having a major outage.
Yeah.
Catch you later, Commissar Fox.
It's absolutely knackered.
Is this loading? Part of me suspects the answer is no. Okay, I look up and suddenly notice that I've missed donations from both Oathman, Jimmo, and Minnesota as well. I figured that something was going weird with that window because there'd literally been nothing the whole night in it. So I apologise. I did not mean to miss your stuff. I think it wasn't refreshing properly. Yeah, this is not loading. I am going to call an end to this particular cycle of loading, please wait.
Roger.
If I can. Come now, space engineers. I would like to quit you. Go away. There we go. I know what we can do. I will load up Genonymous's race map.
Oh, no, that'll be fun.
If I can find it.
Which one is it? Is it going to be the Top Gear one, or?
We could do the Top Gear one, but I was thinking of doing one of his ones that's just got multiple tracks on.
I was going to say Top Gear one's a figure of 8, so while people are going through Hammerhead and Follow Through, we might get a bit of carnage. And that's a bit of physics for you.
I think it's that one. There's multiple versions of the same named thing. And there's the Top Engineer one. Okay, yeah, this is the one. World already exists. Download and overwrite. Sure, whatever.
Okay.
"16-player race with the fidget spinners." Oh. To some extent. Oh, it's the Mario Kart one. Roger Genonymous. He's lurking there. Just a shame the stream delays so much that I'm well into the load of the map at this point by the time I've seen it. Yes, Discord is down. Discord is down. The system is down. Well, the fucking system. They've been implementing new core features, Stephen, if you say so. If you consider mobile video chat to be an important feature for Discord to have, then yeah, sure. I don't.
Tweet by Discord app. Hold my beer a sec. Gotta fix something. Well, if that doesn't
At
say
least
it
they
all.
shows their mindset to some extent. And the fact that there's already a post about it as well, so yeah, I can't complain. Do none of these worlds load? Have we secretly later down the line discover a new problem, which is that old worlds just get caught in some loading loop?
Possibly, I guess.
But I don't know. I need to leave this now to find out a bit, but yeah. Hey, Jared. $2 from Ryan. Thank you, man. Just the donation, dude. Hey, the cheat. I installed that light switch so you could turn the lights on and off. I'm giving them time, Kaish.
Wonder if it's a workshop issue or something. Probably not, but
Wait, so try to delete the .pb star.pb file for the save. Okay, what does that star.pb file do? How can people join if the game isn't up yet? Well, I don't know, numbnuts. Can't you just go and ride your bike or something?
oh, that could be quite.
He's coming with all the salt, especially as history of him and riding bikes is poor.
Hey, I've got a bad history riding bikes as well, you know.
Well, it did make me laugh that the very next thing that I saw after he'd recovered was a picture of him, like, clearly taking a picture of the handlebars of his bike while riding. Just like, dude, you've only just recovered from breaking your arm. Do not... Ouch.
Oh, numbnuts is, well, numb in the head as
Yay,
well.
Jared.
But
There is one person that picks up on my weird references. One person alone. That's the world cache. Okay, good to know, Markham. Oh, come on, space engineers. I'm going to kill this one. We can't just sit here waiting for a game to load all night. There's only so much I can jabber. Jabber, jabber, walkie. Try it again.
so, what's the default option for subgrids? Do they take damage off by default?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, they're damage off by default, which does, to be honest, seem to be the better way of doing it.
Because I was going to say, if Keen have that, then you might have issues where some builds work on some servers and they don't on others because of that setting. So
Yeah,
I can't
definitely.
help but think they might want to take the decision to remove that option at some point.
Just not have it as an
Yeah,
option at all.
Just
Yeah.
force it, because I think that'd probably help.
I feel like I'm starting to detect... Oh, no. It was struggling to load workshop mods there as well. So for God's sake, really? Is there something worse going on here? Another thing, I suppose, let's see if I can find this, but another thing I could always do to finish up if this continues to be a problem is to load up a certain map. A map that's not been seen in a long while. That'd be an interesting one to load up as well. Dawnstar Train, I was just passing over. Because if that... I don't know if that's going to work, for God's sake. Right, what am I looking for? I'm looking for Mario, something like Mario Kart. It'd be nice if there was a search in here.
Without it.
Easy start, racetrack green.
So, there's a question. How long have we been asking for a search function for worlds we've got saved? How long is that?
Hey, they eventually put it in for...
The blueprints, yes, but...
I'm not subscribed to Mario. That's why. Fail. I can't just load a new world, though, if our plan is to do a race, because you need a track. It's an important part of it, and maybe some cars. And this particular setup for track and cars is pretty awesome. Plus, it features Space Engineer's best pixel artist at work.
I know it used to be a big thing in Minecraft where people would do pixel art, but I've never really seen it besides that guy. Anyone doing it in SE?
In SE, yeah, it's really weird, isn't it?
And the
I've
thing
done
is-
like tiny little bits in the past, like here and there. I did a background for a scene on something, and then maybe you could call the mini golf, if you remember
Yeah.
that. There was some stuff in that you could say was kind of pixel art, but never with that the mindset of I'm going to make something that looks like pixel art.
Well, the thing
much
with-
more just that was what you did.
The thing with SE as well is you've got a lot more freedom with the colours as well, rather than Minecraft. So I'm really surprised it's not a thing. And if you're using a small grid lodged in a voxel, then that would work even better.
This one's loading.
Oh. Let's hope you haven't just jinxed us.
No, it's done the Freezy Logie logo,
Oh.
and I can hear sounds. I can't see anything yet, but I can hear stuff.
Oh, shit. I'm loaded. I'm in.
I mean, come on, guys. Look at the state of this. Anonymous is a genius at this stuff.
Can we have a welcome centre, please?
Holy crap, it feels like it's running badly, even though it claims it's running perfectly. It says it's running perfectly. No, Space Engineers, I know what the jetpack's supposed to feel like, and this is not running perfectly. Don't try and look at it. It says it's 1.0 and 1.02, but look at my movement on the screen. Tell me that this is... Look, I'm let go of the controls. This isn't standard movement speed. But yeah, I mean, returning for a moment to Genonymous and just how he is amazing at this. Just it's quite a specific thing, but that specific thing is just so cool. Look at it. I feel like I should get the gamepad out and do a proper track pan, but the guy's got talent.
Have you got a welcome centre?
No.
No.
No, come now.
That'd be silly, wouldn't it?
Well, no, it hasn't loaded yet. And not only that, but also, you may have a selection of vehicles. Or a style of racing that Genonymous has kind of perfected, which is a drift race. And it'd be very interesting to see if this works at all now.
I'd imagine it.
This is...
I'd-
Unfortunately, what Steven99 says is actually suddenly concerning me a little bit. They are pretty aggressive when it comes to that shit. Not sued, but I would not be surprised to all of a sudden see this video demonetized. I probably should have thought about that in advance. Anyway, let's up the max player count. It's open to the public. Get your asses in here. Let's take some vehicles. What am I going to say? I fancy bin green. It's not easy being green. Look, this Steven999 guy, he's got all the right advice. Hit the like button, folks, if you've enjoyed yourselves. We're testing out Space Engineers together. Surely that's fun. We've had some clang, we've been on our very first Piston fairground ride in Space Engineers. And now we're going to Mario Kart race with you fools to end things up and see whether or not my PC melts. That's worth a like, surely. Surely. Scalabion, don't you love it when things go all derpy and won't cooperate while streaming? Lols. I'd wasted Wedgie and Mackie for some Empyrean, I assume. Yes, indeed. We'll be moving over to Empyrean afterwards, and hopefully Mackie will be joining me. This stream has gone on for a bit longer than I intended. So hopefully he's still got some energy left. It's 11 o'clock. But hey, we are going to finish up with this as far as we can take it. We'll see whether or not my PC and Space Engineers can hold together for people joining in. And, oh, I didn't put the welcome center down, did I? Oh.
I think I've been muted for a little while. I think the wire came out the back of the microphone. Oops.
Oh, the old wire came out the back of the microphone.
Yes, yes. I've been shouting for a
It's
welcome
not one I've
center for
used that
ages,
often.
but
Have you now?
I have, but, you know, I've been unplugged. I wonder how long I've been unplugged for.
Wedgehog unplugged.
It sounds like...
I'm not sure I'd pay for tickets.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I'm afraid.
I really wouldn't.
Disappointing Sunday times. Damage is on the carts to take blueprints. Or copies, says Mr. Anonymous. Good piece of info. Space Engineers is not liking the joining of people right now. How dare people join into a game? Wow, the sim speed is just unbelievably poor. I think it'll recover once everyone's in and connected, but I think while people are in and connecting, it really does hammer the server. Because it's going between being like quite fine and not. Ow. It's dying.
There we go.
It's dying. It's back. It's dying, and it's back, and it's dying again. Whoa, that's not comfortable. Get yourselves in, get yourselves spawned, grab a vehicle, try and get over the start line before it all falls apart. I can't even type.
This is horrific.
Yeah, the spawn's working. People are spawning here. It's up. A torpedo mod wrote Lotus. Ryan Atkins. Can I just point you in the direction of this here?
Do we have to join a faction to get in these?
Lol, that's all you get to see from the blueprint, but yes, I've been working on that. You shouldn't do. But have a look, maybe there is one. Am I in a faction?
Access denied.
No. Alright, if I create a faction, maybe that'll help. Tag must be exactly 3 characters. Go away. Also, I noticed I do not have a body. Brilliant.
They're overrated. You know what Marek wants? You're
Join my faction. Join my faction.
AI now.
Join the faction. Oh, the man himself is in chat. So did we fix it or not? I think the summary we've had this evening, Marek, has been the rules have changed. Some things work, some things don't, and we now need to adapt a bit to that. Whether that's caused by mods and the fact that there were also mod API changes, whether that's caused by the fact that designs relied on things that have now been modified and therefore the design needs to be rethought, seems to depend quite a lot on which design it is and what methods it's using. Certainly, we've had some weird behavior, but then at the same time, we've had some stuff that's held together quite well. Don't know, Voxels seem remarkably tough these days. Voxels are tough, and big ships still have a bit of a phasing problem. But, yeah, it handled the, I don't know, what do you call the Space Gator?
The Space Gator.
The thing with the spinning thing on the front of it.
That thing, yeah.
That versus the Advanced Death Lotus was pretty cool.
Yeah. I think we need to do something like that again at some point. That would be a laugh.
And to be fair, that was also running with a gravity drive as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
A script-based gravity drive. Looks like people are sort of getting in. We've got guys lining up. And so far, these things still seem like the methodology for these still seems to work. They still seem to handle the same way. Be interesting with block damage on to see if that follows through. I might have to reduce the number of players on the server. This at the moment is not working. Someone's just pasted theirs in upside down.
That's me. I'm making it an illegal modification.
No, you're not allowed to make illegal modifications. No scoops allowed.
But the scoops are the best.
The most important problem is my game is full and more people can't join. Well, that's because there is a limit on the number of players you can have in Space Engineers at once. And judging by that list there, I think we're probably at it. You only have 16 people at once. So yeah, as much as I obviously like to do the community stuff, and in particular on Fridays over on Twitch, Engineer Wars, and things like, what else have we done? We've done Survive the Dark, and recently we've done the Battle Royale as well. That's all sort of Twitch-based stuff. But generally Friday nights, when there's not a patch to come and have a look at, I'm over on Twitch doing something weird with the community with like 14 to 16 players.
Who's booping me? It's Harry.
Looks like we've almost got everyone here. Come on, guys. Get up here. Wedgely normally takes himself out with the scoop. Might as well let him do it. That is a fair point. Everybody in the line. We gotta go. This stream's gone for a while. I need to go and mess around on Twitch now. Let's get ourselves lined up. Everyone who's in, stop painting, stop doing anything. Just get into a car. Come and line up. No, we don't need guns on them. Oh, they've got.
They have guns on them already, and rocket launchers.
Okay then. Well, that's good to know, I suppose. We are going in 15 seconds. Come on, fools. Go out with a bang. Oh, fair, Vega. I wasn't realising you were being a bit sarcastic about that. Fair enough. I'm doing my best, man. Why is the voice? LOL. LOL, that is amazing. Look at it. I want to race that just because. LOL.
Why can I hear voices?
There's a tiny little gyro-based, like, motorbike. Going in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go! Oh god, Wedgie, go away. Seriously. Well, your scoop has already failed. It sped me up. Well done.
Oh, okay.
The motorbike has has fallen apart over the line. Oh yes, there's guns, isn't there? Yeah, I'm not sure the guns were needed.
Yeah, the race is already over for some people. I've just been shot to shit. Also, when did they add voice comms in game?
Okay.
Look at that. Fuck you, Wedge, says Batcat. Well, fuck you too. I'm coming in with a fucking doom plow and I'm gonna drop it on your head.
Right, well this has devolved fast. My word.
Bastards!
Now this is pod racing. The repeated quote of the stream. How far can we go before literally the whole thing falls apart? We'll find out soon. The FPS is horrible. Can we do it again without guns? I feel like we probably should. That was a silly way to end things. Oh dear. Why the guns? Why the guns?
The guns, because they hate us.
I'm a coming. I'm a coming for you.
Apparently,
Nope. We've got to relaunch this.
yeah.
Then. We just need the same thing, but we block damage off. There's just too much stuff. There's too many people.
I don't think the track itself's taken any damage, you know.
Possibly not. If he's worked out how to keep invulnerable blocks active on a grid with the world the world settings set differently, then
Yeah.
that would be interesting to know how he's managed that. Because I can't achieve it. I've tried a number of times. Okay, so I'm just going to turn weapons off. I think this is the easiest way to deal with this. Let's try and see that again. X-Hammy the bike was amazing right up until the point it fell apart, which was also amazing. Oh, Skeletor, thank you. $5. So wasted his gripe about the game and laughing at stupid. Not entirely griping. There was some positive stuff. I was mostly just having a laugh. So this evening has been hilarious. That piston blender, whatever you want to call it, that thing was gorgeous. And some of the behaviour of the Clang Beast early on and so on. Yeah, it's been fun. And Gilligan. We can't forget Gilligan. I met a new friend this evening. Admittedly, he seems in a bad way, but we'll resurrect him.
He'll be back.
Okay, it's back up. Join in. The server's gonna clang to all hell to begin with. I need to get the welcome center down ASAP. But we should be better off this time because there's no blooming guns. Okay, well... Center down. I gotta say, the most interesting thing, if Marek is still hanging around, I heard this evening, was to do with how that trailer was filmed.
Ah, yeah.
Interesting tool.
Is
A tool I would very much like to be able to play with for machinima purposes.
same on my end, really. I think that tool will be awesome.
Okay. So, why am I in there? I don't need to be in there. I need to be in the faction.
From what
Right.
from what I've heard about that tool, it works in a very similar way to Source Filmmaker.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, it sounds like it works a bit like HLTV as well.
Source Filmmaker HLTV, aren't they basically? Well, isn't Source a derivative of
Probably
it?
where it evolved
Yeah.
into, yeah.
I mean,
I don't know what's happened. Oh, there we go. All of a sudden the game there we go. It's back alive. It's back alive.
can you imagine filming the series that must not be named in 4K 60 frames a second using said software?
I have actually recorded a lot of the second half of that series was recorded in 4K at 60 FPS.
Oh, fair enough. Because you upload it in 1440 for the better bitrate, don't you?
I upload it in 1440 for the better bit rate, but I was recording in 4K for ages. I can technically. That's the thing. At the moment, my graphics card's not that heavily loaded, so I can do silly things like this.
Do we need to join a faction again?
You do, yeah.
Oh, hang on.
Speaking of the trailer tool, have you looked more into the scenario scripting tool in the game? Yes, I have. A little bit. The visual one kind of confuses me a bit, if I'm honest. It's not... My mindset doesn't work very well in that sort of angle. That's why I've never really got into programming. I was having more luck with the older scenario editor that was more based in game. But a lot of those tools now don't work anymore, and some of the stuff made with it doesn't work in the same way. And then you've got the in-game like visual thing that you can do, the sort of cinematic tool, but that only works in single player. You can't use it in multiplayer. So, for all of the occasions where I'm trying to record something, it doesn't really work like I want. To the line, men. I am going to turn it back off. Okay, because it may make the game run slightly worse. It normally is fairly unnoticeable, but...
Well, if you're hosting as well, it might...
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just surprises me. It makes the game look so sharp. It's lovely. Everyone in with me? Looks like most people are getting in line now. And go, 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 go. No. Now, I'll waste wedgies backwards. This is the time.
Well, yeah, people are saying my wedge won't work this time. I don't have a wedge this time.
Get in line, guys. Going in a moment. That looks like everybody who's around is here. Oh no, there's a few more spawning. Are there even any vehicles left? I'm not sure there's even any cars left. I can see one. There is a single car left. As two people fight to the death in the background over the last car. Nia, Seth, just come and copy yourself one. We're going to go. This is running much better than last time, you notice, with the weapons turned off.
Well, it's probably because no one's shooting each other and blowing each other up. I can imagine that helps.
Alright, everybody else who's late, we're just going to have to let you guys join up slightly later down the line, because you're slow. Just come and copy-paste a vehicle on the line, stop fucking around. Come on.
Now we've got to give it like another minute or so before they all hear that.
I know. Alright. They're incoming. It looks like 3 people might just have to have... Nah, I'll leave them the time. You got any final thoughts this evening, Wedgie, on this evening's patch?
Like I say, rules have completely changed for building complex mechanical structures, but it definitely means we're going to have to spend some time having a look at them and how it works in the future.
Yeah, we're going to have to look at it in more depth, basically. It's too hard to give an overall yay or nay opinion at this point.
It does seem things are slightly, well, I say slightly, somewhat more robust, so I'll reserve judgment once I've had time to play around.
Okay, well there we go. We got a line. That'll do. Last vehicle coming in. Thank you for joining me, folks. Who have we got? A whole bunch of guys, whole bunch of lunatics. I can't even see because everything is lagging so hard now. There's Wedgehog, there's Farrell, there's Tristan, there is Numbnuts, there's Batcat. Should probably just press F3. There's Weebles, Cakeman, SQL intro.
That's
Okay then.
a lot of people.
Weird, Jam Harabin, Frosty, The Shadow, Control Variable, Uberfluzig, and the Composer. Ready for a race, and then all of you cool guys in chat. Let us give it a go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! And we all accelerate at no speed at all. What is the sim speed? It's 0.2. How dare you allow this many people to accelerate all at once?
Who's that Tristan dude? He's getting away.
He's getting away.
Yeah, he must.
Cheating.
He must have gone in and changed his friction. I'm guessing there's some slight friction on our wheels, but he must have like completely nullified his.
Well, then he's probably going to regret it on the first corner.
True. Farrell's being a sneaky.
Oh, no. None of that dirty business. Come on now. We're racing here. Ah.
Well, someone drifted. Well, knocked you off the track or something. I've lost a wheel, but I'm still in the game.
God damn it. Come on, I copied one of them. I've also, it looked like I took someone else out as well, but... well, I took someone else out. I got collided into and sent miles off. By someone going far too fast in last. There we go. Got one. Righty then, fools. I'm coming for you in purple. Red's got back in his broken vehicle. And I am...
Oh, that was worth it.
way behind.
I killed myself, but I also took out the guy in red and black who was hell-bent on killing me. Worth
A
it.
lot of people have not made that next corner. It looks like.
That was worth it.
No, a lot of people have not made that corner. Oh, hang on. A bits of me just breaking myself. There was a bang and... oh, no, I think I might have collided with something. Okay. I mean, I got into the passenger seat. No. We're not starting that tonight. We've ended enough streams that way. We're not doing it again. Right, what I'm going to do as well is that, which stops new people being able to try and join us. If you've disconnected, I'm sorry. That just means you're out. Wedgie, that does not help.
Well, I don't have a car. Might as well just wreck their faces for fun. Seeing as he tried to wreck me, the bastards.
What on earth is that? Someone's bringing their own custom racers to the battle. It's not acceptable. I am gaining, but this is the world's slowest race. Yeah, stopping to try and do trash cleanup did not work out well for me. This is pink, yes. I am aware. Screw it, I'm going to go and follow the race. Where are our front runners? I'm too far back, man. I'm not seeing any action. Our front runners are a couple of corners ahead as it stands. In fact, someone's way ahead. We've got 3 people very close. Someone drifting off the edge. But it looks like actually they might be able to pull that back into something usable. I want to turn back forwards again now. You've got your momentum right. No, he's cutting back in again. He's going to regret that. You're losing too much speed. Driving speed. And somewhere just up ahead, it looks like we have actually... Is there someone moving up here? Oh, we got 2 even ahead of that. So this is our leading pack. Wait on the apex, perhaps. Check them through as they go past. So in the lead at the moment is...
Oh, I just saw a major explosion.
I did not really mean to do that.
Did you blow them up?
No, but when I press... That's interesting. If I press Control Space... because I'm in a vehicle, it ports the entire vehicle. You know the whole teleport thing? If I do that, it ports the entire vehicle.
So you're going to be a bastard and port it just in front of the
No,
line
that's not
as
what I
everyone-
meant. Not what I meant to do. I just wasn't expecting it to behave like that.
Right.
That's not, that's not how it does stuff. Or wasn't. So yeah, I'm in this. Go and find the current race leader. Looks like in this case it might even be Numbnuts.
How the hell's Numbnuts in first?
I don't know.
That's not acceptable.
Don't worry, I can fix that.
Oh, good.
Yeah, Control Space now teleports your entire vehicle that you're in. Unfortunately, it does so without any subgrids attached to it, so I leave all my wheels behind. It just teleports the main body. Fucking wonderful. Okay, so coming into the last corner, it is Numbnuts in the lead. Oh, nice. He's even put little shortcuts in.
Oh, it's full
It looks
Mario
like
Kart then.
Shortcuts in that'll close themselves and stuff. This one's quite clearly a gate. That needs to be like opened or closed by something, triggered by something somewhere down the line.
Numbnuts just kissing the apex there on. Is this the penultimate
pretty
bend
nice.
or chicane or so? I can't tell.
It is, yeah. He's coming around to the last. I was just trying to see if I could do a bit of trash cleanup to help how bad the world was running. Remove all the vehicles that people aren't in, basically. Numbnuts coming up to the last corner. The pack has spread out a fair bit by the end of the race. Looks like we're going to end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 finishers. Oh, it's a trap. Okay. Yeah, someone just tried to take the shortcut and got smashed in the face.
And Numbnuts crosses the line in first place.
Numbnuts in first. Who we got coming in next?
However, I think his reign of error must end.
There are apparently performance issues.
Are
Would you
there?
believe?
I'm a little
Coming in
surprised.
coming in second at the moment, it appears, is SQL Intro, but Jam Hirabreen is trying a last pass on the final corner. Gone too deep. Gone way too deep. Is this going to be a mistake to end on? No, pulling it back, but at the same time, it does give room for Neoseth and Tristan to potentially catch him at the last moment. Neoseth also way too deep. Tristan far too deep. I'd love to be able to do proper racing. Yep. Neoseth has regretted it. Tristan has regretted it. The wall on the last corner taking his casualties, allowing Jam Hirabreen to go for the line, coming in second. Weebles has taken to the skies in the background. Tristan has abandoned his vehicle. Neoseth going for one more. Can he use the fact that he's already accelerated but is in a damaged vehicle to take over Tristan? Yeah, it does look like Neoseth's going to take the next spot. Jam Hirabreen actually hasn't crossed the line yet for some reason. Decided to stop slightly before the line. Not really how racing works, but no worries. And then, hang on. Is this a Farrell coming in at the last minute? Somehow, to stomp all over everybody's day? And actually take... No, it's not! He fails to see the car in the way. Will the corpse cross the line first? That is the question. Does the... No, I think he's been beaten by Neoseth. Coming in... What's that now? Third place? Where's Jam Hirabreen? Yeah, Jam Hirabreen stopped before the line. Now accelerating again to eventually come in fifth, it seems. Closely... Oh, that's nasty. Someone has, in fact, disconnected the finish line, so anybody going over the line now is having a bad day. What do you mean any decent race has at least 3 laps? There's no way the server can take 3 laps of this. I might just have to, though, think about doing a bit of a... You know what? You guys know what I'm like about with stuff like Engineer Wars and doing series and so on. Maybe we'll have to do a little bit of a organised hover race series at some point. I'm sure with a few points of view and cameras on the right corners, you should actually do something pretty cool with that. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining us. It's been fun. We have had a little play with Space Engineers and found out a bit. I think what we've mostly found out is need to play more and find out exactly where the limits of this stuff is, and a lot of that's going to revolve around building new things rather than expecting our old designs to necessarily work out of the box. And it's very hard to sort of read into those sort of things, like how do you look at some of the stuff we've done tonight and actually take a proper conclusion from it? You kind of can't. So yeah, we need to do some more empirical testing, I think, after this point, but it's been very fun, and I can say that the new version seems to be certainly have room for some more fun mode than we used to have. And fun mode's always good. Yeah, if people want to line up for a screenshot, why not? We are going to be going to stream a bit of Empyrean, a few hours of that over on my Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/wasted space. We'll be live over there in about 20 minutes. I think take a quick break, catch up with Mackerel, that sort of idea. Don't forget to hit like on the stream. Don't forget to go and visit Wedgie. He's linked down below. And yeah, looks like I would be also interested to hear your guys' feedback on how you've experienced Space Engineers, what you think, some of the stuff that's happened since this update. More eyes on this sort of thing to read what actually has changed is going to be helpful. So if you've got any ideas on that line, hit me up in the comments. Cheers, folks. Cheers for joining me, Wedgie.
Oh, no problem. Pleasure as always.
Crazy fools. Here they come. It's always a nice way to end. You need to be in front of me, you idiots. Not behind me. Oh, I suppose I could use spectator camera. There is that, isn't there? Fine, line up with me. We're still getting there. There were days where you could not consider even thinking about just opening a server up to public and getting a load of people in and actually maybe doing a race. So, can't be too bad. And there it is. And there it is.
It was only a matter of time before someone did that.
To be honest, how else could it end? How else could this stream end in a more classic Engineer Wars fashion than that? I think that was it. Nice one, guys. I'll catch you for the next one. Or I'll see you over on Empyrean. over on Twitch real shortly.